Oh, hey. What's going on? Yusuf in the chat writes the following. Do we really have to watch the Leafs tonight? Damn. Yeah, we've reached this point, haven't we? Hit the countdown.
It's the sickest podcast. Tune in for the audio, or you can even watch back. Giving players all the props, or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk facts.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion. Going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick.
Playing on the car ride, play it when you lounge. X and O, you know that we can hold it down. Shout out to my man Sammy, got it off the ground. And to all the listeners tuned in right now. Got debates, analysis, and speculation. This is sports talk for the new generation. You know where to find us, got a reputation. Sick podcast, your #1 sports destination.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion. Going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick.
S-I-C-K, it's the sickest podcast. Tune in for the audio, or you can even watch back. Giving players all the props, or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk back. S-I-C-K, 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 S-I-C-K.
All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick.
You are now listening to The Sid Seixeiro Show. Powered by Sick Media, the sickest Toronto sports show. Now, here's your host, Sid.
What up? It is Tuesday, March the 24th. Thank you for Jay Caro in the chat for reminding me it's March the 24th, so I didn't have to look at my phone today. I'm Sid. We are live on YouTube. We are live on X. Hit like and subscribe and all the things. We appreciate you. For those listening on the audio pod, good to be with you. If you're driving home from work or picking up the kids from school or listening to us the next morning, thank you very much for your support as well. The sun was out in Toronto today. It hasn't been out in a little bit. Felt good. Felt springish. Me getting cut off 9 times on the road didn't feel good. Felt springish, but didn't feel good. But the sun, I'm a sucker for a morning sun. If you give me a cloudless sky, I'm here. Felt like baseball. Felt like baseball. We're 3 days away from the Jays home opener against the Vegas, Sacramento, Oakland Athletics, who actually kind of re-signed some of their players this offseason. I got to hold off on the Athletics jokes because they made some moves, actually, that were kind of smart.
They're going to be all right.
They're going to be all right. But not this weekend. They're going to suck on it this weekend. And normally the sun is out this time of year, gets a little warmer. You feel playoffs around the corner. The playoffs will be there for the Raptors. And we'll talk about what could be the greatest performance in Raptors history last night against the Utah Jazz. And by greatest, I mean most forgettable. But there were some things we can extrapolate. There's some things we can pull. But tonight's an interesting one in that the Leafs are taking on the Boston Bruins down in Boston, 11 games left in the Leafs season. And the chat room here, specifically on YouTube, and you can get a hold of us on X too, but a lot of our chat is through YouTube. And the feeling we're getting initially is, my God, I don't want to watch this game, but I have to. I think it's a TSN game tonight. And there's a lot here. I mentioned in the cold open a line, do we really have to watch the Leafs game tonight? And the commonality here is funny. That was Yusuf earlier. Sean in the Yukon writes the following. You don't have to watch the Leafs. We all know what this is. No reason to hurt yourself. And then he follows up with this at 11:56. Nothing brings a fan base together quite like a bad trade. I know there are a few of you who don't want to do this anymore. And by this, I mean, watch this pathetic unit. I get it. This is a weird space where some of you Leaf fans have never been in before. This was the 80s for me. You think the last 20 games have been tough for you? That must be hard for you. The 80s was this. Every night with an owner who could not care less about you or anyone around him. Actually, good thing he's gone. I know how that sounds. Whatever. Awful owner, Harold Ballard. Awful. Some of you have been dealing with for like 10 to 15 games this nothingness. This ride into the abyss. Guys, you haven't seen anything yet. You haven't seen anything yet. But Boston games, I will argue with you, are a little different. And it's not because of the 7 or the 4 game 7 losses. It feels like 7. The 4 game 7 losses that the Leafs have against Boston. It's not because of that. It's not because of what's going on this season. It's not because Matthews isn't there. It's not because Nylander is. It's not because of Goaltender. No. I think it's really important Leaf fans watch this game tonight and going forward because of one kid, and it's Fraser Minten. 21-year-old Fraser Minten. Now, is Fraser Minten going to light up the league one day? I don't know. But he is the prospect you traded along with a top 5 protected first rounder for Brandon Carlo around this time last year. I think it is very important. I'm hearing a lot of why I should watch tonight. I'm going to tell you exactly why you should watch tonight. You should watch tonight to remind you of the real failure of the Toronto Maple Leafs. And it's not a bad deal, and it's not pick management, and it's not Berube, and it's not any of that stuff. It's not the unwillingness to fight for each other. That's not what I'm talking about. I am talking about developing young players. That's what I'm talking about. And Fraser Minten, when he was traded by Toronto last year to Boston, Fraser Minten now is a number 1 center on the Boston Bruins, playing alongside David Pasternak, and they are fighting for a playoff spot. They're not the best team in the East. No one is suggesting they are. But the Boston Bruins are right now 2 points clear of a playoff spot. If the playoffs start today, they get Buffalo. Boston, Buffalo first round. Who do you got there? Are we under the impression that the Sabres are fait accompli favorites? I don't know. We'll find out. But my point is back to Fraser Minten. When the Leafs traded him last year under both Sheldon Keefe and Craig Berube, when the kid got a chance, he got 12 minutes a night. He got 12 minutes a night. Now, with Boston, it's gone up. Not like an insane amount. But he is a first-line center getting 15 minutes a night. And he doesn't look like the best prospect in hockey right now. That's not the case. But I believe it is healthy for Leafs Nation, and quite frankly, this management team, to zone in on this storyline constantly. Never mind the first round pick that's on the line here. We'll get to that in a second. But Fraser Minten is an example and will be a constant example every time the Leafs play Boston of the true failure of what this organization was. It was the same guys over the boards under different head coaches over and over and over again. Not a Berube thing, not a Keefe thing. It was a both of them thing. Babcock's the only guy that tried to fight that. Ironically enough, as much as no one likes Mike Babcock with cause, it was Babcock who pushed back on this. But Keefe didn't care about developing a single young player unless they made $11 million a year. Then you go over the boards. Berube's been afraid to do it. Mr. Accountability, my ass. He's been afraid to do it. Fraser Minten and the future Fraser Mintens of this organization for the Leafs need to be looked at very differently. So while you look at Craig Berube berate Easton Cowan publicly and at times not play him at all, while you see Craig Berube and Brad Treliving just throw knives out there hurt, seriously think about how they handle young players and why. Now, I have my theories. My theory is the pressure in this market is to such an extent that intelligent hockey people panic. And they got to see Max Domi out there. Max Domi will help me get to where I need to be. We don't need Fraser Minten. We don't need Grabinkin. We don't need what other prospect you've dealt. We don't need Verhaeghe. We don't need Mason Marchment. We don't need any of these guys. The panic in this market is to that extent. That's just the reality of it. And the reality is going to stare you right in the face tonight. I don't know what Fraser Minten is going to be. Let's not act like we know. It's not like he's on some heater now. But he is playing first-line minutes. Well, we have to see John Tavares need a jumpstart cable to get going every day. And only 3 years left on the contract. I think this is healthy to watch this game tonight. I disagree with a lot of what I'm seeing in this chat. I think you have to watch this tonight. Because this needs to be burned into your memory, seared in your mind. At some point, you have to respect youth and the future and kind of look after it. Not just throw it around like it's some toy and some nuisance. Now, the other part of tonight is Brandon Carlo. Not the first time Brandon Carlo has gone back to Boston, but Brandon Carlo was brought in for Fraser Minten and a top 5 protected first rounder, which could go to Boston this year. And for some reason, the Leafs haven't really thrown him out there a lot in front of the media. I don't know why, but they haven't for a guy who's been around a little bit. They let Easton Cowan take questions every night. Where's Brandon Carlo? I don't know. Well, yesterday he appeared because it's Boston Day. It's Boston Day. We'll make Brandon Carlo available to the media. Good for you, Leafs PR. Good for you. And he led stretches after practice. Great. Thankfully, no one got hurt during the stretch because he wouldn't go in to help. So I got to give Mark Masters credit. I know there's some people in this market that aren't keen on his style. I think he's a ballsy reporter who works hard and does his job. I like Mark Masters a lot. And yesterday, Masters he had an opportunity here with Brandon Carlo because, again, Brandon Carlo is like pokeroo. He's not always around. So when you get him, you need to ask certain questions. The first question, or one of the first questions Masters asked him, was there's a lot of people talking about this Fraser Minten first-round pick trade involving you. And how often do you think of it? Solid question. And Carlo admitted, which you're going to hear right off the bat, yeah, he's kind of thinking about it.
A little bit, but same sort of thing with things that are outside of my control. Try not to pay attention to it too much, but just try to bring my best each and every day, and that's all I can control.
Yeah, he's thinking about it a lot. There's when you try and change a subject that quick, if I were him, I would as well. But that's kind of the problem with the Leafs. Like when you make a trade so bad that everyone regrets it, you're in a bind. Like if you ask Brandon Carlo if he would do it over again, he'd probably say no. Just to avoid this discussion. He doesn't want to be the guy. He doesn't want to have that on him. This is a game you have to watch. This is like, we hear about bad game film sessions in sports all the time. For the Leafs and their fans, tonight's a bad game film session. Everything about it is a reminder of what not to do. And you're going to see it for 3 periods. And you're going to have Gord Miller and Mike Johnson commentate on it. This is your game film, Leafs and fans. And I know the fans didn't pull the trigger. I understand. I get it. But if memory serves, and we need to be a little honest about ourselves here, I didn't hear a ton of people at last year's deadline saying, what are they doing? Like, let's not completely rewrite the story there. No one likes it now, obviously. But I didn't hear a lot of, oh, we're going to pay for that. That was a first-place team last year with big ambitions. Big ambitions. And if there were a few of you who didn't like the trade, you weren't the loud majority. That I know. So consider it a lesson for all of us here. Fraser Minten, again, I don't know what he's going to turn into. Row Live in the chat. Hated it day one. Fair. You're the first one I've seen say that. You're the first one. But I think it's important to watch this tonight is my overriding point. There are other games on the schedule that you don't need. Like, let's go through this together, shall we? Let's go through the final 11 games of the Toronto Maple Leafs. And I know a few of you have checked out on that. I get it. Like, they got the Rangers at home tomorrow night. You could take a night off. Watch Love is Blind. They're at St. Louis Saturday. That might be the worst Saturday night game in CBC history. It might be the worst. At Anaheim on March the 30th, at San Jose. Again, those are 2 10 o'clock starts. Like, yeah, at least you get Celebrini at 10 p.m. Eastern. Los Angeles, that's a 7 p.m. start on Saturday. Yeah, that makes sense. Then there's Washington, New York, Florida, Dallas, Ottawa. There's other games here you can skip. Do not skip tonight. Please. It's bad game film for all of us. And the Leafs better recognize that too. Because if they don't, ooh, Doctor. Jeff, as a party, good afternoon.
Hey, Sydney, how are you doing today?
I'm good. Gonna talk?
Yeah. Sorry, I did.
Go ahead.
I asked how you were. Sorry, just setting this up. I wasn't ready for you. I thought you were going to go off.
No.
More.
What's your take?
You missed the Ducks game, the Revenge Ducks game in there. That's a must.
Oh my
watch,
God, March
isn't it?
30th.
Yeah.
I glossed over that.
Mm-hmm.
But now, please, what are they going to do? What's Max Domi going to do?
Nothing. No.
Nothing.
Saturday proved they're past it. They're not doing anything.
What are they going to do in that game?
A lot of people in the chat calling for a Fraser Minten hat trick tonight. We do have to say, right? He has 2 points since the Olympic break.
He's struggled a little bit.
Yes.
To say the least.
But he's on the top line getting minutes.
But he is that's like running into an ex-girlfriend with a bad haircut.
Yeah,
it's still your ex-girlfriend.
I like that. The other funny thing to me is I wish the Bruins were in more solidified in their playoff spot because I would throw tonight's game to the Leafs.
Well, that's what I wanted to bring up.
Okay.
To everyone,
you're
everyone
teaching
listening.
me. Look at that. On the same wavelength.
By the way, everyone wants to know this where you got the sick hat.
From
Sick Media. Yes. Go to sickattire.com.
Sickattire.com.
Are the hats available online? Can you get them now?
I believe so, but maybe somebody can tell us for sure.
All right.
Sorry.
I think this is guaranteed win night for the Leafs.
Wow.
And I know Swayman is playing for Boston tonight, and I know Boston have a lot to play for. This is chess, not checkers. something is going to happen tonight we're not expecting, where let's just say the Bruins, how do I put this, look a little flat. And let's just say the Maple Leafs, who are 4 points away from 5th worst in the National Hockey League, just out of nowhere, play decent. I think you might see that.
Okay.
You may see that, because that is something that the Leafs would do in this dumpster fire of a season.
Yeah.
Be in a situation.
It's very leafy. You're right. It's very leafy.
The Leafs have 4 regulation wins in their last 26. So obviously no one thinks they're going into Boston tonight in a moment where losing is actually really good for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Watch the Leafs in regulation.
And it's good.
Get this tonight.
It's good for Boston if they win, right? Because they get that pick.
It's true. Now, again, Boston are in a playoff race. Yeah. I understand it. All the things.
At least going to overtime, right? Something like that.
I see. Preferably for Boston, yes.
It goes to overtime. That's what Boston wants.
They get a point. Thank you. Better theory. They get a point. Leafs get the 2.
What school did Swayman go to? Didn't he take business classes at like a high-level school or something when he was negotiating his contract? Didn't he say that? Didn't he rub that in people's face?
Swayman said a lot. That was one of the worst negotiations of all time. Well, I shouldn't say that. He got his money.
Yeah,
he got his money. But I don't
went into an awful season.
Things have never been the same.
It's true
for Jeremy Swayman. Yep. They've never been the same. Crooner in the chat, 5-1 Boston tonight. I completely disagree. This is a Leaf. This is guaranteed win night for the Leafs because there's no rhyme or reason for it. And on top of that, it hurts the Leafs. Anything that will hurt the Leafs in the last 18 months happens. So why would you think the Leafs are actually going to get this tonight?
Yeah,
I don't see it.
Colorado Rockies 1976 in the chat. Rumor has it the Bruins are honoring Treliving before the game. Jeez. Wow.
Oh, man.
But to that point, I wanted to go back to the trade because I think a lot of people didn't hate it as much when it happened. He had term. He was a big defenseman. It's not what they needed, but people were okay with it back then.
They weren't. Listen,
even CJ went back to look at the Athletic, and they gave him like a B- for the trade or whatever.
100%.
And to me, I don't know. I'm starting to believe, I don't know if it was Feshchuk who kept throwing it out there, that behind Brad, when he was making those trades, was Shanahan trying to ride into the sunset. And he knew it was his last chance, that his job was on the line. And I think forcing him to make some kind of moves last deadline.
And no one stopped him.
Well, he was getting pushed by his boss. If Shanahan's in charge, he's telling you, get me these guys, whatever it takes. I kind of believe that.
No one was hitting the brake on that last year.
Well, it went down. They had to make a decision late because he left it. I think that was part of the piece, right? Like they didn't even start the conversations on Carlo till like 2:00, and the deadline was at 3.
And I still think the Scott Laughton trade was more insane than that.
I agree.
Like it's not even close.
I agree.
I know things have gotten weird this year with the top 5 protected. That was completely unforeseen. I thought the Leafs would be worse this year.
Yeah.
To this extent.
No.
Who saw that coming?
And everybody still thought they'd be a playoff team.
But a first rounder and a prospect for a 4th liner will never be defensible in any way, shape, or form. And then Berube doesn't play the guy. It was insanity. That was insanity. How bad was that deadline?
And Carlo got paired with Morgan Riley.
Oh my God!
Thank you.
Immediately -10, -10. The best thing for the tank tonight for the Leafs, Morgan Riley's back in the lineup tonight. He is, which surprised me. I thought Morgan was like slowly.
Pizzetta's in too. Let's go.
Is Pizzetta in?
He's in.
Pizzetta, let's go. Hey, take advantage of the 3 minutes, Mike.
Yes,
I like Michael Pizzetta. I'm not messing with anyone. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm being serious.
Yeah, Pizzetta in for Yarncrook. So
Jushin in the chat. Talk about Obafemi on Raw last night. What happened with Obafemi on Raw last night?
Oh, dude, he came out. He manhandled Lesnar again. He clotheslined him over the ropes pretty
so they're
heavily.
Treating Lesnar like someone who fought King Kong Bundy the first 3 times.
Yeah.
And just got ragdolled.
Yeah.
Why are they doing that to Lesnar?
And he's bigger than him. Like, it's crazy.
Oh, look, doing that to Lesnar, even if Lesnar's
because he's at the end. They got to hype up the new guy.
But why? But that's so weird. But I could see Lesnar not liking that long.
No, of course. But he's playing along.
For
like
now.
There was a video of last week after he got power bombed. He was telling him to put his foot on his chest and sell it really well. Anyways,
Bruffy 22, Minten hat trick tonight.
Yeah, a lot of people calling for that.
There's no in between. There's no in between. Either I do believe the Leafs are winning this game.
But you know why Pizzetta's in? Because Berube wants physicality at the TD Garden.
Did he say that?
Apparently. That's according to Luke Fox. Luke Fox says Pizzetta comes in. Berube wants physicality at TD Garden tonight.
Why didn't you want that in Ottawa? What is so special about this where you didn't want?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a very interesting question. Now you want these guys to get physical? Cool, thanks.
Razzo in the chat. No, it's true. Like, why now? Razzo in the chat. Minten breaks Sittler's single game point record tonight.
That would be amazing.
Viper in terms of why you play Pizzetta tonight, because he's a bad coach. Yep, maybe. I'm not looking. If they announce Berube's coming back next year, we're going to go live for 3 hours.
No.
We're going live for 3 hours.
And go over his whole coaching.
I don't know how this is going to feel. I don't know how this is going to go. But I will lose it on air in front of the world if Berube is the coach of this team.
I don't think you'll be the only one.
But what are the grounds to bring him back?
That's cute.
What are the grounds?
The Leafs just put out their mentors trip group photo. Or no, sorry, Marek Masters just posted it.
So who did Morgan Riley bring on the?
This just came out
trip?
before we came with the air too.
Who did Morgan Riley bring?
I got this from Luke Fox. Jake Gardiner is Morgan Riley's mentor in Boston. He's wearing a number 44 Gardiner sweater and dapping up Nylander at morning skate. Because
of all the great Game 7s Jake Gardiner had in Boston? Is that what we're talking about?
I have no idea.
Hey, if they're friends, they're friends.
Yeah.
But like Matthew Nyes brought like a guy I used to play against in high school or college, I forget. Like mentor, like I had a different idea of what mentor.
Because a lot of guys brought their either older brother, younger brother. Yeah. One guy brought his grandfather. They had a video of the guys going on to the plane and introducing who they brought with them.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But did you hear Berube yesterday? Apparently they've cut down on the mentors.
Come on.
So I'm serious. So last year, coaches, staff, everyone was allowed to bring a mentor. This year, just the players. Cutting costs.
Okay.
MLSE cutting costs is a really interesting look.
That's
funny. A really interesting
especially
look
for mentors.
Like $11 billion on a hockey contract, and you're cutting costs in MLSE. Like you can't invite another 15 grandfathers and brothers or sisters or moms or something like that. You can't do that on a mentor trip that you want to promote. You're telling everyone the mentor trip. And Berube slipped in yesterday. Yeah, they cut costs a little bit. He didn't say cut costs, but they said it's just the players.
Is he doing
And then he said last year, well, Berube's certainly talking like a guy who's out.
Yeah.
He's certainly talking like a guy who's out. Because like when I
holding back.
I think the biggest clue about Berube is it still bothers me how much pushback Stolar's got earlier this year, for being honest. Who's been more honest?
We've seen that before.
But who's been more honest in the last 2 weeks than Berube in front of the media?
Yeah.
He's letting it fly.
He is now.
So now apparently it's okay. Now apparently it's not taboo.
It just shows they're not talking to him. They're not talking to anybody.
Oh, he feels like
let's all remember when Sheldon Keefe had to walk back comments when he called some of these guys soft, right? Like this is an organizational thing that happens a lot.
It is, but that's when they had a president who was all over it. Like Shanahan was up your rear end on whatever you said. So
you think Treliving's just not answering Berube's calls, or vice versa? They're avoiding each other's texts?
They're not talking. Like Matthew Nyes is still playing hurt.
All year.
They're not talking at all.
But they haven't all year.
Someone make the argument to me they're talking. Yeah. He's destroying Easton Cowan publicly. He's destroying Matthew Nyes publicly.
Yeah. He's
destroying Joseph Wall publicly.
Yeah, that's getting weird.
Like, I don't understand what any of this is. There are people howling at the Jake Gardiner mentor howling at that. But if they're close, they're close, man. All good. Jake Gardiner, I dealt with Jake a little bit. He was always a good professional.
He was very professional.
When his bad games were bad. And he was never, why do the Leafs always have the same kind of defenseman? Yeah. Do you not notice that?
Oh, 100%.
It's the weirdest thing.
Mirror images.
Kind of some talent doesn't hit a thing. Doesn't hit a thing. Doesn't hit the buffet if you pay for it. Like, won't hit that. I don't know. That's weird.
Bruffy in the chat wants to know, did anyone bring Manoah? I have a Manoah thing for you later on, by the way.
Did anyone bring Manoah to the mentors trip?
That's pretty good.
That's really good.
I got a Manoah thing for you later on. Maybe I'll give you this Wool stat now, since you brought up how Berube threw him under the bus over the weekend. After Friday night, was it?
Sorry, who are we talking about?
Wall. Sorry, Wall.
Joseph Wall.
Sorry.
It was Friday night.
Yeah.
It was Friday night against Carolina. Mm-hmm. And Craig Berube said, we need another save.
That's why we lost. We need one more save.
We need another save.
So I was reading Jonas Siegel's piece yesterday. I can't remember what the main title, it might have been about Matthews or something else, just the direction of the Leafs. And at the bottom of it, he had 5 things that he's focused on the Leafs right now, or 5 things making him think. Here was the goalie section of this piece. Now read this. Wall has faced nearly 33 shots per 60 minutes this season, the most among the more than 60 NHL goalies who've logged at least 1,000 minutes. You know who's second in that department? Anthony Stolarz.
It's Anthony Stolarz.
Dude, how crazy is that?
Wow.
And wasn't he supposed to be a defensive coach? Like, dude, come on. Look at this. You both your goalies who split time are facing the most amount of shots in the entire NHL.
That is an insane stat.
Isn't that and they're 1-2, both your goalies, 1-2.
Like that's, you know what's interesting there too is Jesper Wallstedt of Minnesota's there. How much of a fraud are Minnesota? They just let up
100%.
tons of shots every night.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, the Wild are this great team. Get out of here with Minnesota. Are you serious? Same garbage as the Leafs pull. They just got better offense.
Yeah.
That's a joke.
And then the bottom of that part, the next part that I didn't crop there, says, in spite of that workload, Wall is right around the top 20 goaltenders with a solid and slightly above average 904 save percentage. He stopped nearly 13 goals above expected. 13 goals above expected. And this guy's taking a shot for not getting 1 save.
So
on a breakaway penalty shot, whatever.
The alleged defensive coach,
dude.
The alleged defensive coach of the Toronto Maple Leafs has a go at his goalie after Friday's game, giving up shot after shot after shot the entire season, not insulating his goaltending in any which. The goaltending that saved your ass last season. This should have been the Leafs last season.
Yep.
Both those guys, I don't want to hear any garbage with Stolarz or Wall.
I agree.
Both have their warts. I get it. I don't want to hear anything about those two, publicly or privately. Anything. Do I like the Stolarz contract? Not crazy about it. But last year, they covered up massive issues with this hockey team.
Mm-hmm.
Massive. And this guy Berube is going to go out there and rip on his goalie at this point of the year when you've seen this much, when there's this much of a sample.
He's facing the most shots in the league. Come on, man.
Who the hell do you think you are, man?
Get a bit better structure and stuff in there.
Hyper Bear Leafs. Excuse me. I got they're coming in thick and fast.
They're coming fast.
No 3-punting. Leafs need Peter Horacek for a professional tank job. Yeah, I don't doubt it. The Leafs are not that far away from getting like bottom 5 in the league balls in the lottery.
You know what I want to see?
They're not far.
Yeah.
They're 4 points. They can do this. Come on, guys. Come on. You can do it. Come on.
That's why Boston should tank tonight and just give the win to the Leafs. So they get.
I think they might. This is checkers, man. Or this is chess.
Maybe we should look at Boston's schedule for the rest of the way. How easy is their schedule down?
But your theory of an overtime loss for the Bruins,
it would be perfect for the Bruins.
Perfect.
It would be perfect.
Absolutely perfect.
Man, and they have Buffalo tomorrow. Yeah, did you mention that? I think you mentioned.
No,
that.
I didn't.
They have Buffalo. This is a back-to-back for Boston.
I mentioned they might get Buffalo in the first round.
Oh, yeah, in the first round. That's what you. But they play Buffalo tomorrow night.
This is Sean in the Yukon. This is Checkers. It's both. It's chess and checkers.
Actually, dude, they got a pretty tough schedule coming up.
Boston?
Yeah.
So they do have to kind of win tonight.
They do. They got the Sabres tonight.
There's the rub.
The Wild on Saturday. Another back-to-back. The Blue Jackets on Sunday. Then Dallas. Oh, man.
So you're saying the Bruins are hungry for a win?
Yeah.
Speaking of hungry, Azo.
I like this.
Hockey fans, this is not a drill. The McDonald's NHL Star Sticks are officially here. When you grab an NHL Star Sticks meal, you get one of 7 NHL Star Sticks collectibles featuring some of today's biggest hockey stars, like Austin Matthews, Connor McDavid, Macklin Celebrini, Quinn Hughes, Cale Makar, Sam Montembeault, Sam Reinhart. 7 stars, 7 collectibles. Start the collection, trade with your friends, rep your favorite player. And now let's talk about the real hero, Azo. You want to know about the real hero?
Oh, I can't wait.
The Hockey Hero Burger is new at McDonald's and available for a limited time. And this thing is stacked.
Let's go.
We're talking 3 juicy 100% Canadian beef patties. Shredded lettuce.
Shredded lettuce is good on
burgers. I love shredded lettuce.
Of course you need it.
Yeah. Careful. Crispy hickory smoked bacon.
Now that's delicious.
Processed cheese. Mayo style sauce. All on a toasted home style bun.
Can't get better than that.
One bite and you'll understand why it earned hero status. So here's what to do. Head to McDonald's right now. Grab the NHL Star Sticks meal. Get your collectible stick. and taste the Hockey Hero burger for yourself. Don't miss out because this is for a limited time only. McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Loving it.
Sticks are cool.
They are. I love the commercial too when the girl orders the burger and McDavid and Matthews run up there and she's like, "I'm talking about the burger. Like, get out of my way."
I do like the ad a lot.
It's good.
I do like the
It is
imagery.
pretty good. I gotta admit, I like it.
By the way, we've been teasing the giveaway that we have coming up in relation to this promotion here with McDonald's. We're going to have news on that very, very soon. Like, watch the Sid Seixeiro Show powered by Sick Social Spaces later tonight, probably, or tomorrow morning.
It's coming.
It's coming very soon.
It's coming.
We got a couple of giveaways happening. You are going to thoroughly enjoy. I just saw a stat here from the Leafs.
Uh-oh.
Look at this.
Oh, boy.
This is from Luke Fox. Maple Leafs are a minus 29. What does that mean? Is that goal difference for the year? Maybe.
Possibly.
Maple Leafs are a minus 29. Brandon Carlo is a plus 9. We kind of touched on this yesterday a bit in the chat. He's the only Leafs defenseman minimum 12 games who has been on the ice for as many goals for as goals against. Wow. 36 for, 36 against. Despite only starting 45% of shifts in the offensive zone. Huh. So he doesn't see a ton of time there.
Oh.
Weird year.
So that is minus 29 goal differential.
Yes.
Yeah. Goal differential.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. For the team on the year.
All right. So, by the way, the
lowest in at least in the East.
Your stat about the saves or the shots per game against Woll, that's a crazy stat.
Isn't it?
I got a crazier stat.
Okay. Why you always gotta outdo me?
Well,
why? I don't understand.
Let me check that. I think it's a crazier stat.
Okay.
We'll let people listening decide for themselves. Wrong. So, the Oklahoma City Thunder have won 12 straight. They are first in the NBA at 57-15.
Mm-hmm. I knew that.
Last night's starting five for them: Isaiah Hartenstein, Chet Holmgren, Shea, Luguentz Dort, Jalen Williams.
Not bad. Oh, Jalen Williams is back.
So they're 57-15. Do you know how many games that starting five have been together for?
Not many.
6.
Wow.
6. They're 57-15, man.
That's crazy.
6 times that starting five, basically the championship starting five, when Dagno decided to start Holmgren and Hartenstein together again. Like, I couldn't believe that. They have not played with each other this year.
Good time to get healthy.
They're 57-15, man.
Sounds like the Raptors from last year, except going in the other direction.
Other direction, for sure.
Wow.
Carlo, wow. John Gallagher in the chat. Carlo for the Norris. I don't hate the thought. Okay, so let's go back, because Brandon Carlo was also asked yesterday about the Austin Matthews incident.
Right. Because it's the first time he's talked since.
Yeah, he has not spoken. He was one of the 4 Leafs on the ice who weren't a goalie, who didn't react to the Gudis Matthews thing.
On the ice.
On the ice.
Yep.
Now, Carlo helped him off the ice. Doesn't count. Someone had to go at Gudis.
That's helping.
Someone had to go at Gudis. Nobody did, including Brandon Carlo. So yesterday, he was asked to comment on the incident. Finally. It's obscene it took this long for Leafs PR to put him out there. Obscene. And here's what Brandon Carlo had to say about one of the large embarrassments of the Leafs season.
Change happened fast. Obviously wish we would have been able to react differently. Once we saw it afterwards, tough. But onus is on us. I take accountability for that. I want to be there for my teammates. And, that was a mistake for sure. But overall, I think, it did happen fast. But, I'm not going to sit here and discredit that, we needed to do something there.
Row Live in the chat says he also didn't react to the Stolars incident beginning of the season versus Utah. The line, Azzo, it happened fast.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's better than not seeing it.
Jay Carlo didn't see it. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Carlo didn't see it.
I like it happened fast better than I didn't see it.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I'm tired of. I just think it's It's important to hear from everybody
Yeah,
because
no,
how
I
this
agree.
guy has skated on speaking on it is asinine.
Well, they haven't put him out there.
It's
not his fault.
unprofessional.
Yeah.
Oh, Easton Cowan has to speak on it, but this guy doesn't. Get out of here.
And then have your coach rip you for
Get
talking.
out of here. MST, team of cowards. That's one way to look at it. Okay, so that was the Brandon Carlo stuff from practice yesterday. Leafs in Boston tonight, you may have heard. The other thing that happened yesterday was Anthony Stolarz, after being told he was on a deathbed, showed up to practice. Like he was there. And he took the William Nylander puck off the trachea. What are things in the throat called? Is it trachea?
Right.
Is it, I don't know.
It's just called the throat.
Tracheal, the throatal area.
And I'm curious about that because more people are talking about it. Like, where was his?
Let's
what? Yeah. Okay,
hold that thought. I
right.
know exactly where you're going. I think it's a great discussion. So I want you to listen to Anthony Stolarz talk about the incident Saturday where William Nylander in pregame warmups shot a puck high and Stolarz raced off. In this, two things stand out to me.
Okay.
One, Stolarz said momentarily, I couldn't breathe. Two, it were the Senators' doctors who said he should go to hospital.
I love it.
Listen to this. We'll come back on the other side.
It was just shot that came up high and just kind of stung, and it just kind of lost my wind there for a second. And, there was a little swelling and whatnot. So just more of a precautionary thing. So, their medical staff felt it was, just kind of necessary to go through the proper steps. And, like I said, I felt better yesterday and then obviously good enough today to practice.
What goes through your mind when it happens initially?
Not much, just kind of shock. It's something that happens. Like it's an occupational hazard. You get pucks coming at you, anywhere from 70 to 100 miles an hour. They're going to catch you in a bad spot once in a while. So, just kind of shock. I kind of just kind of seized up, and like I said, it was just a little difficult to breathe and talk. But after about 30-40 minutes, it all kind of started coming back to me. Kind of just got me right in between the seam, between where the neck and the collarbone meet. There's a little area, and it just kind of caught me there. But, I'm just kind of fortunate that it wasn't puck on skin, because that would have been definitely a lot worse.
Puck on skin's the worst.
That is awful.
Any doctor will tell you. Just avoid puck on skin.
Makes sense.
John Gallagher in the chat. I don't know why this made me laugh. Everything I learned about anatomy, I learned from Gorilla Monsoon.
That is pretty good. That's very good.
That is so on the nose. Everything. Intestinal fortitude, everything. I know where that is in the body.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gorilla Monsoon. Do you not find it weird that the Sens medical team in a playoff race for Ottawa told their starting goalie who'd been preparing all day to go to hockey? You need to get checked out.
I was.
Do you not find that? Is that not a conflict of interest?
If that's the truth. I was under the impression it was Stolarz who wanted to go. If you say you can't breathe or talk, then probably a good idea.
But he said their doctors.
I know. I heard that
suggested.
too. I heard it.
Now maybe he completely agreed with it because last time I checked, breathing's important.
Right.
But do you not think the Ottawa Senators as the home rink in a playoff game, like if you're Detroit or Columbus looking at that, like. If you heard, I caught that. Maybe I'm making too much of it.
But where was the Leaf staff?
I don't know. The Leafs have 300 doctors. Where were they? I don't know where they were. But the Ottawa,
maybe they're saving money. Maybe they go on the road trip.
Maybe they couldn't bring their mentors.
Yeah.
Maybe the Leafs doctors couldn't bring their mentors.
True.
But I do find that odd.
I agree
that the home team's doctors who are in a playoff race can tell Anthony Stolarz, dude.
You need to go to the hospital.
Your breathing sucks. Yeah, guy, we're 10 minutes away from the game. No, you got to go. You got to go to Ottawa General or whatever it's called.
Yeah, that is interesting.
I found that really
I missed
weird.
that he said their doctors, but yeah, you could hear it clear as day.
Ali Bear in the chat. Ottawa doctors in a no-win situation unless the Sens win. If the Sens win, you're in a win situation.
They probably get bonuses for making the playoffs.
Definitely. Oh, so now the Leafs got to play the guy who played last night, and clearly the Leafs are tired and are going to give up 40 shots? Oh, too bad. So sad.
Put in the cold goalie. Let's go,
on, man.
I know.
Just like sometimes you got to just call out weird stuff. I'm not saying anyone did anything intentional, but that is a weird look that the Sens doctors would be the ones suggesting Stolarz get the hell out of there. That's a weird one.
They're also the ones who told Austin to go to Germany last year. No.
Dark horse in the no, he didn't. They didn't.
Imagine.
Dark horse in the chat. Stolarz breathes like James Gandolfini. Leave James Gandolfini
Me
out of
alone.
this.
Poor guy.
Hey, James
It's
Gandolfini.
true.
Goodness gracious. Okay, so that was Stolarz on what happened in terms of him racing off the ice Saturday night in Ottawa.
Did it hit him in the throat? Because he like
It said it. All I got from that is it didn't go puck to skin.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell that means.
right. So if there was a time for a Leafs player to say, "Hey, I just didn't see it," that would be it. And he didn't. That's the time you
Just-
say, "I didn't see it."
So one more thing on Stolarz, and I want to get to your thing. Stolarz was asked flat out, "Are you mad at William Nylander?" And this is what he said.
It happens. Will, I mean, what? It's been 160 games I've had Willie through the last 2 years, and watching him every game, he always goes in the same spot, and he always shoots that glove area. And this one just it was just a riser. Like I said, it's something that happens. Pucks bounce, pucks continue to fly up. So he's good. It's a one-off, and I'm sure it'll happen again, whether it's him or someone else. So like I said, it's an occupational hazard being a goalie, and just something you start to deal with next time. I think Tone said next time just keep your chin tucked. So I'll keep that in mind for next time.
You had to go to the hospital.
Who's Tone? I don't know who Tone is.
Tones.
Tones?
Tony.
Hyperbear in the chat. Whose throat does Nylander shoot at tonight?
That's pretty good.
If TSN could pull the funniest move ever tonight and just show all of Nylander's pregame warm up, he's gonna be like just give it a tap. What's the Marner commercial on Sports? Give it a tap,
Tap.
give it a tap,
Tap, tap, tap, tap.
That's
Tap.
all Nylander's pregame is gonna be.
And
Tap,
until
tap, tap, tap.
Berube calls him out for not shooting enough, and then he'll fire one somewhere.
Tone is Matthews apparently.
What?
Yeah, so apparently that's Austin Matthews. Tone. Hockey
But Matthews
nicknames.
not there. What are you
Hockey
talking about?
nicknames
He's
suck. Maybe there was a
recovering from
text.
Saturday.
Maybe there was a text or whatever.
Yeah. Anyway,
Hockey nicknames are the worst.
they definitely are.
Mike in the chat. Knobber doesn't allow risers in Edmonton pregame. if my nickname, if I'm Chris Knobloch and Knobber was my nickname, I demand a change.
Yes, agreed.
I'm not taking that.
Yeah,
Okay, so what I wasn't prepared.
just call him coach.
Just call him coach. How about this? Or soon to be fired coach.
Tone is Tone Loke. That's pretty good. That's good, John.
That was that shot was a wild
Yeah.
thing.
Tones has to be a Tony something.
Tell
I
you
don't know. I
something
gotta
or
look
other.
at it anyway.
Um,
It was one of the doctors that wasn't there.
maybe tone deaf. Maybe it's just the Leafs. Tone deaf.
There you go. Shooting a 70 to 100 mile an hour puck at your goalie
100%.
before he comes off.
So I was not ready. I was not ready for the take yesterday of like Anthony Stolarz wasn't that hurt.
Yeah.
I was a little unprepared for it.
Well, from everything we were led to believe, from what we were told.
Like I did not look at that in any way, shape, or form and say, what's his problem? What's his problem is Nylander's a tool. That's the problem. Like I like letting Willie off the hook on that is insanity. That's insanity. Like the guy clearly was in duress.
Mm.
Like
Yeah,
Joseph,
well,
I'd love
Can
to
we hear 40 minutes of couldn't breathe, couldn't talk?
like
Like that's not something small.
no, it's not. I was surprised by the take. You heard it on some shows around town.
Yeah, I mean, Kipper said it. Let's be honest. Kipper
I
and
was
Warren
so-
said they
I was
both said it.
stunned to hear that.
And I will
was
concede to
stunned.
them if they know. Like he said, maybe it's a 65 mile an hour shot where that clip.
No
Stolar
one
said
in
it
this
was 70.
discussion. No one in this discussion knows what it's like to take a puck near the throat in pregame warm-up. No
Why?
one.
But
No
so
one.
it can
Not
get
me,
away
you,
from
or
you?
anyone else on a show in Southern Ontario.
And especially if
that's
he's
not
not
a thing.
looking or his chin isn't tucked. Like, why would you want to take out your goalie right before the game? And apparently it's something they do to go glove side so he can feel it in the glove. I got to imagine there's a better way to do it than that.
I mean, I do think tonight's pregame for Willie is going to be one of the funniest things you've ever seen in your life. Just I almost
Maybe he'll be wearing a C.
oh yeah, give him the make him team president.
That's it.
Give him the ultimate promotion.
Mhm.
The ultimate promotion. Doug Armstrong, you relax. William Nylander is going to
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah, so if those guys don't have a problem with it, okay, then I guess don't have a problem with it. It is weird because you don't see goalies getting taken out by their own player like minutes before the game.
Yeah. People are calling him a quitter, and I just
No.
like guys, like I don't see the criticism of Stolarz there. If you want to criticize
again-
Stolarz about what he said earlier this year, I get it. I don't agree with it, but I get it because you don't hear that a lot. You're really Anthony Stolarz, who no one protects on this team, and has taken more headshots than any goalie any Leaf goalie in the last 10 years. So now he's not tough. So now he's soft. That's what we're doing with Anthony Stolarz? Because you don't like his contract. Now he's soft. Get out of here with that, man.
And again,
Ridiculous.
wasn't the first time Willie took out a goalie in pre-skate. Like, I don't know. Anyway.
All right. So any other Leaf stuff before the Bruins game tonight?
I don't think so.
The Mentors, the saving costs on the Mentors trip, the more I'm thinking about it,
That's crazy.
is a wild look.
That is. I agree.
Wild look. Like, listen, were there a lot of redundancies in MLSE? I can tell you, there were. I think Pelly did them some favors in a lot of departments. That was a fat organization. People doing nothing for paychecks.
Yeah.
Nothing. So to go in there and hack and slash, I get it.
Well, they didn't hire a president for that reason, no?
For sure. I still don't think you need one now. I just think you need some sense. Like, you don't need a president of the Leafs. You just need some sense somewhere else in the organization. There's a big difference. And they don't have that right now. They do not. Now, I'll tell you what, if Pelly brings in a president of the Toronto Maple Leafs, it's a window into his soul in terms of his job security.
Do you think they need one? Because like some could argue that, like, look at Mark Shapiro where he's just focused on the Jays and that helps them.
Correct.
Do you think the Leafs need one, especially given the mess they're in right now?
I think someone has to go in there who's not afraid to lose their job. And Shanahan, to Shanahan's defense, I rarely do this on the show. To Shanahan's defense, he did operate like that for a long time, especially when he was clearing stuff out to get a Matthews pick potentially. Like, you cannot be afraid to lose your job and have success in this city. It's not going to happen. Pat Burns did not care about losing his job.
It's true.
Cliff Fletcher swung the ultimate swing and did not it was a huge risk, the Gilmore trade. Huge. Like, these things are not easy, but you can't have scared money doesn't make money, is the old saying. And the Leafs have had a lot of scared money in this town. People want to keep the position over taking that big swing. If things continue with the Toronto Maple Leafs down this road, like, let me read you this.
Okay.
Because I got this just before the show from a guy named Leo on Twitter. And yesterday we talked about Ross Atkins getting the extension and John Schneider getting kind of an extension. And Mark
It was an extension. Stop it.
Sure. 2 years. Almost won a World Series.
After
2 year
this
extension.
year, it's
Sure.
3 years.
Sure.
Stop.
Great negotiating. But Mark Shapiro got his 5 years. Atkins got his 5 years. And I got this from Leo on Twitter. And Leo writes the following. Hey, Sid. Yesterday you were talking about Mark and Ross. My question to you is, what have they won since they've been here? Nothing is the answer.
Oh.
If this is about drafting players or winning, because it's about drafting, they're doing a good job, but people want championships. Yes, Leo. People want championships. They do. This is also a front office that has been to baseball's postseason 5 of the last 10 years. Now, you can say 2016 was an Anthopoulos team. It was.
Yeah.
But okay, so then 4 times in the last 10 years,
Okay.
they've been in the playoffs. So there is some kind of success there. And let me tell you something. If the Leafs one day get to a Stanley Cup final and lose in 7 games, do you know what happens to this city?
Of course.
Do you have any idea what happens to this city? It will make, how do I phrase this? It will make what the Jays did last year look like a high school team winning a football championship in this market. It will dwarf it. And Mark and Ross deserve way more respect than that. Now, with that said, I don't know where this Leaf story is going, because I think this is going to get a lot worse before it gets better. I think we're a year late on figuring out what this is. I think this was the same team last year.
Yeah.
We're a year late. The goaltending fixed it. I see a day where Mark Shapiro is running Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment, or whatever Rogers conglomerate becomes the sports entity, whatever that's called. Rogers Sports Inc., Rogers, whatever. because that's what they want to do. All under the same umbrella, and then watch that stock.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing Mark Shapiro has done with Ed Rogers and Tony Staffieri and the higher ups at Rogers is show them the promised land with Rogers running it. The Raptors championship was nice. That pie was split 3 ways. It was cool. Pie was split 3 ways, and then things got weird between Ed and Masai a little bit on the negotiation. Like, that was never clean. That was never a clean Rogers feel-good story, ever. Jays are. And I'm telling you, like, Keith Pelley has a lot of respect in this town. Never run a hockey team in his life. He knows hockey people, but he's never run a team. Not that Mark Shapiro has, but Mark's gaining a lot of trust. A lot of trust, both from an infrastructure and team success standpoint. Because MLSE is all those things. It's the business side, it's real estate, it's all those things. I can see a day, if this gets worse, look out. Ed Rogers is going to turn to his left or his right at a lunch one day and go, what would you do? And I guarantee you Mark Shapiro is going to have an idea.
That's the thing.
I guarantee you. Say what you want. If you don't like Mark, that's up to you. That guy's going to have an idea.
You need a guy come in with a plan, right?
100%.
Because that's the thing. Like, even when Treliving came in and the Marner decision was on his plate, he needed the time to figure it out. When somebody you bring in, somebody you ask that question to, should already be looking at this team who has interest in this job and know what they want to do.
Completely.
Like, looking back on it now, that's how I see it. Like, why didn't he have a plan? If he was auditioning for the job or interviewing for a job, even if it just became available, you should have a plan right away. You should know what this team is and have an idea of what you want to do.
Now, in defense of Pele, you got to know what Matthews wants here before you really have a plan. I think we all realize that. So it's not that simple. Tommy Hagan in the chat. Pie Sid would not share his pie with Azzo.
It's true. He barely shares his sour cream and onion chips.
It's true. If you or I were 33.3% of ownership of a team, would you be the player's owner or the hard ass owner?
I'd be the player's owner.
Oh, you'd be Tannenbaum for sure.
I would.
Way to go, Larry.
Yeah.
Way to go, Larry.
I would.
Larry, you want to break the team up? They're not good enough. Whoa, what are you talking about? They all came over for dinner and they're great.
Foul Territory had an interesting conversation yesterday. They were talking about what they thought turned around the Jays season last year. I can't remember who it was, but somebody said it was when they gave the contract to Vladdy. When they finally ponied up and gave him the contract.
But it's not like Vladdy
No, but they played
went beast mode after
But to your point, like, they didn't just give it to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was some negotiation there, and it showed some good faith by the organization into a player they developed.
Oh, there was a lot of good faith by the organization.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, he didn't just get it like a lot of the hockey guys did.
But my point on that is I always wanted to see some level of playoff success. Vladdy had none prior to last year.
Well, let me ask you this then.
Like, none.
If the Leafs got past the Panthers, would you be giving them more last year? Would you be giving them more leeway this year?
Oh, I think we all would.
Right.
Yeah, 100%.
Winning changes everything.
Until
to that guy's point that they haven't won anything, they won the American League last year. What are you talking about?
Like, I don't think you understand baseball. Because winning a league pennant is still one of the hardest things to do in sports.
Why is Doug Gilmour and Wendell Clark celebrate? Because they actually can get to a conference final. Like, one long run will buy you like time in this city.
Oh, 100%.
Just win a couple rounds.
That's all.
The Leafs have never won more than 2 rounds.
That's it. In my life. In our
ever.
life.
No, in the history of the organization.
Original 6 counts, I guess.
Yeah, because it was only 2 rounds.
I know. Spike in the chat. Players' owners are awful. They can be. Like, because if you get too close to it, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Like, if you get too close to a situation, you don't want to trade this guy, you don't want to trade it's not good.
To your point, Brendan, you're always calling these guys, hey, you're good, you're safe. I'm saying, like, the Jays didn't do that with Vlad or Bo.
No,
they lost Bo because of it.
Very true.
Right?
Very true. All right. Anything else with hockey? Now I feel like talking Jays.
Yeah.
Let's dive more in the Jays.
Let's go.
Well, let's begin with the Major League Baseball season begins tomorrow night.
Tomorrow.
The San Francisco Giants are hosting San Francisco native, and at one time, according to John Heyman, member of the San Francisco Giants, Aaron Judge. Yankees.
Remember that? Morosi gets a lot of crap for the thing that happened to him. Why do we forget about the Aaron Judge thing?
Aaron Judge and the New York Yankees are going to take on the Giants to open the season tomorrow. The Jays open their season Friday. against the Vegas, Sacramento, Oakland A's.
Oh, my God.
It is a great time in sports. It's a great time for Betway. Puck drops, tip-offs, first pitches. When the game is on, you call the shots. Head to betway.ca and bet your way. Must be 19 plus. Play responsibly. Did you catch the Rob Longley article in The Sun yesterday?
I saw it. Yeah, I didn't get through it all, but yeah, I saw it.
It's basically he talked to a bunch of players and coaches about how did you try to get over Game 7?
Are you over it? Have
Are
you
you
gone
over
over
it?
it? How
Whatever.
did you get over it? Yeah.
And a lot of Santander questions in the chat. We're going to get to Santander a little later. He talked to Santander as well about the feeling. Like, I know Santander wasn't a huge part, but like he's there for this and eyes wide open. My God,
You're going to
is
be
this
around
about to
the
happen?
team. Yeah. Some interesting quotes.
Some interesting quotes from Santander. We'll get to those in a second. But you mentioned Davis Schneider yesterday. Maybe he makes the team. Maybe he doesn't. We both think he makes the team. And he's the player's
I don't
rep.
know. It depends how much they want to control, like options.
Well, here's
Because he has the options and Leo doesn't.
correct.
So that's the only reason. If they want to control Leo, then they send Davis down.
Correct. By the way, no, Gus, about tomorrow night, Netflix game for the Jays. No, it's Sportsnet 1. Sportsnet 1 has it. It might be Netflix in the States. I'm not exactly sure what the national TV situation is down there.
And isn't Fridays are usually Apple games, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the Apple games. I put Ben Schulman on the option.
Yeah.
The Fan 590 has the option with
That's
Chris LaRue
awesome.
and Ben
It
Schulman.
is cool.
It's really good.
No, it's a great
I like
option
that
to
a lot.
have. I like that they offer you those options.
I stumbled
amazing.
upon it last year, but it's great.
Yeah.
So Rob Longley of The Sun asked a bunch of people how they got over Game 7. We heard a bit from Schneider. We heard a bit from Gosman. Like we've heard some of these quotes. Davis Schneider talked about it. This is why I want Davis Schneider on this team all the time. This answer. So after Game 7, that Saturday night, Davis Schneider packed up his bag, loaded up his Ford 250 pickup, and drove back home to New Jersey.
I saw it.
This is what Schneider said, quote, "I drove home. I just felt like I couldn't really stay in the city and sulk, so I drove home for 8 hours. I knew I wouldn't be able to sleep, so it was just get the drive over with. I figured I'd be more miserable driving back later in the day. So I left 3 hours after the game. I didn't want to stay around Toronto and just sulk, but it was tough. That drive home really sucked."
Yeah.
Berlin, New Jersey is where Davis Schneider calls home. Got home. I just think fans like to hear that because Davis Schneider has always been a very relatable player to the fan base for a lot of different reasons. And I want a guy who reacts like that to a loss that tough.
Of course.
I don't want to see the guy at the club after having a good time.
Well, what happens
I don't
when you
wanna see
start
that.
driving?
Yes.
Like it's a lot of introspection, right? Like you start reflecting on everything, what happened, what went wrong. Like, man, it's almost that forces you to get over it.
100%.
Crazy.
Gus in the chat. The dude is solid. Yes,
Yes, yeah.
I agree.
We love him. Babe Schneider. Come on.
Yep.
Remember his intro? Like when he first played in Boston? It's crazy.
Snackatoba in the chat. Did Barger get the bed last night? If David Schneider left, yeah. we don't have that information.
Does Davis Schneider have to change his walk-up music now?
Why is that?
It was Pink Pony Club. Did you see what happened with the artist that did that?
Oh, Chapel Roan.
Chapel Roan. That's it. I couldn't think of
Chapel
the name.
Roan got into a fight
Like an 11-year-old.
with the daughter of a woman who's dating like Italian soccer international Jorginho.
Yeah.
Like who and it's Jude Law's daughter.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
She
part.
had the kid with Jude Law, the actor. Shout out Talented Mr. Ripley.
Yeah.
Still one of my favorite movies.
Awesome movie.
But like Jorginho, this Brazilian who's
Jorginho,
nationalized, he helped Italy win the 2021 Euros. And security yells at this girl down in
Well,
Brazil.
she went up to her asking her for a picture or something. And she's
I
like,
read it wasn't even that. Like she was like in the vicinity of Chapel Roan. Listen, Chapel Roan, I'm going to say this about Chapel Roan. I understand super famous people having privacy issues.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
But if your whole vibe is give me the money and the streams and leave me alone, you can take a walk on that.
Definitely.
You can take, and I don't care who you are. I have no patience for that. Like at some level, you do have to give some time to people who have given you $30 million.
Of course.
Not a lot, but some. You're not the heiress of Walmart. This was not just thrown at you. Like you do have this for two reasons. One, you're incredibly skilled. she is a wildly talented musician, but also because Lollapalooza showed up for her a couple of years ago when she wasn't even a big deal.
Oh, she's up
Her
there
fan
already.
base has been there like forever.
Yep.
No, dude, that's not a good story to have out there.
No, it's not. Well, the
And if it's
11-year-old.
a security issue, then get better security.
Well, then she sent the security over to reprimand the parents, right? Because the kid made its way over.
There's a lot of different versions of it.
Okay.
There's a lot of different
That's
versions.
crazy. But
All
I
I'm
wouldn't
sa-
be using Pink Pony Club this year, Davis.
Still a hell
Once
of a,
you make the team.
Still a hell of a song.
It's a good song. It is a good song.
West
It's true.
Hollywood.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway. So, but
Back to the Jays.
but there's a sports hook to that story.
Yeah.
Former Italian international Jorginho, Brazilian midfielder. That's the daughter of his girlfriend.
I did not realize.
It's a crazy connection.
That is a crazy connection.
Anyway, where were we?
Jays.
We're talking about Jays.
Yeah, David Schneider getting over last year.
I don't think you have to change Pink Pony Club.
Okay.
He might. I don't
think
know.
should.
He might.
Yep.
I don't know if she's canceled or not.
I hope he would. If he was using it in spring training, you have to change it up because he didn't have the
Maybe.
spring.
Please talk to me. What
No,
the hell?
no, hold on. Before we do
Go
this,
on.
let's get the best thing about this week is that you see all these rankings and ratings and everything that's
Oh,
coming out,
yes,
right?
yes,
Yesterday we talked about where Jim
Yes.
Bowden sees the lineup, where the pitching staff ranks. So yesterday, MLB.com released their power rankings to start the year. This, bud. Blue Jays at number 2. Let's go. Dodgers, Blue Jays, Mariners, Yankees, Mets. Top 5. What do you think about that? You good with that? Especially since the Yankees have better odds. Seattle has better odds than the Jays to win the American League. But MLB.com and MLB Network, they seem to have the Jays at number 2, right behind the Dodgers.
I think the Mets are a little high on this list
Really?
because their defense this year is going to be a disgrace. Bo Bichette's playing for them. I don't
got
have
some pitching.
you can put that in pen.
They can hit and they got some pitching.
Their defense will be awful. Their defense will cost them 20 games this year.
Okay.
The Yankees, I'm not convinced are any. I like.
But look,
See, here's my issue. I think Boston's way better.
yeah. Well, look at that. 4 teams from the AL East in the
And-
top 10.
And Philadelphia, like Bryce Harper, is pissed at the world right now
He
because
is.
Dave Dombrowski has been insulting him left and right. If Bryce Harper in Philadelphia has that FU season,
Yeah.
look out for Philly because they've been knocking on the door now for 3-4 years.
Yep.
Like they're not in the World Series every year, but they're like LCS, DS. It's like they're around it. They're definitely around it.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Mets and Yankees are a little high on this list. I love Seattle. If there's harmony in that clubhouse, I really like Seattle's chances.
Detroit at 9, Orioles at 10. Again, 4 American League East
Detroit-
teams in the top 10.
The Baltimore Orioles at 10.
Yeah.
They were so bad last year.
I think it's expecting.
What the hell does that mean?
Dude, they brought in some veteran leadership with Alonso and Taylor Ward. Taylor Ward's going to be a big pickup for them. Watch.
but like
but
top 10 in the league, big pickup
Listen,
for
they
them?
got a lot of guys. They could be the Jays of this year because they have guys waiting to break out or who people want to break out. Like, I don't know.
That's an interesting list, man. Again,
Yeah.
that's from MLB.com.
Yeah.
Jays at second. That's what I'm good with.
I'm good
Jays
with that.
at second. That's fine.
And then it's a lot of American League teams.
Bro Live in the chat. Yankees will win another 90 plus, dominating mid and bad teams. They didn't dominate anyone last year. Like they just lost out to the division.
Right.
They didn't dominate.
They overpowered. They scored the most runs in Major League Baseball, hit the most home runs in Major League Baseball. They can hit.
Like who in the
The
American
best
League?
part about that, so I was reading whose article was it? Oh, Jim Bowden with the lineups.
Yeah.
Who'd the Yankees bring in? Nobody. Who'd they let go? Nobody. It's basically the exact same team as last year.
Hey, wait, hold on a second.
Lineup wise.
Hold on a second. Are you discounting the Trent Grisham picking up of the option?
Yeah, I'm saying it's the exact same lineup. Like they didn't lose anybody major. They didn't bring in anybody major.
I just
They brought Cody back, right? And Trent Grisham.
If I'm a Yankee fan, I don't want to see any of that. I want to see a different style of baseball. Quite frankly, the Yankees and their supporters, I don't care how much what was talked between the Jays and Yankees at the end of that series. They were extremely envious of how the Jays went about their business.
Of course.
Very envious.
Defense cost them a lot of games. You could see it.
Bullpen, but even how they approach the offense. The Jays are station to station, smart baseball for the most part. I know Vladdy went nuts and they hit home runs, but that's because part of the Yankee staff was
They caught
garbage.
them at the right time too. The Yankees were slumping at that time. Again, they scored the most runs in all of Major League Baseball, more than the Dodgers, more than anybody. They hit the most home runs in Major League Baseball last year.
when the home runs weren't coming, what can
No, I
you
know.
do?
I got you.
That's the point. Like, but you're right. Listen, offensively, they were right there.
But you build your team one
But
way
it's
or
not
the
that
other.
simple. Jay Caro in the chat, the Chris Bassett effect for Baltimore, real.
They have some veterans.
God
now.
love
veterans who can lead
Bassett's-
these guys.
Bassett's going to regret I guarantee you the Jays made him at least an offer. He's going to regret not taking it.
Okay,
He's going to regret not taking it.
that's fine.
I think
Don't need him.
He
You
had,
got Max Scherzer, who we'll get into in a
don't
minute.
need him. Who needs Bassett?
Ah.
And his 9 pitches.
Max Scherzer, Chris Bassett had some interesting comments in the Rosenthal piece on Scherzer. Before we get that, one more projection. So Fangraphs released their projections for what teams are going to finish at this year, how divisions are going to look.
Shoot.
And here's what it is. So in the AL East, the Yankees are on top with 87 wins. Blue Jays and Red Sox right behind them both have 85 wins, and the Baltimore Orioles have 84. Then the Tampa Bay Rays at 80. So that's a 3-win swing between first and fourth in the AL East in English. Jesus.
No, it's going to be one of those years. Like, I think this is fairly accurate in the sense that those 3-game division series this year, you better pay attention to them.
Yeah.
Like, I know there's not a ton in April, but they're going to come thick and fast. And it's like every one of those might be a playoff series.
Sure. No, but that division,
it's going to make for some really good TV.
Yeah.
Like, it really is.
Like people could say, like, all 4 teams could get into the postseason in baseball from the AL East. Do I think it'll happen? No, but there could be a chance. Like, they might be up there.
Maybe. John Gallagher in the chat. Mad Max Scherzer for Cy Young. All right, let's
Conductor Scherzer.
All right. I keep hearing about this Ken Rosenthal, Max Scherzer column.
So what did you hear? I want to hear what you heard or what you
I heard he's now a doctor. What? I heard Max Scherzer's now a doctor.
No.
And any pitcher with a thumb injury from now till eternity, they have to do one simple thing, and to get the circulation flowing in a thumb, one for the thumb. And he now holds the secret. So I haven't read the article. I know you did.
Yes.
So what am I missing?
I'm surprised this didn't come out before.
Ken's a great writer. So all this columns are
the
great.
story of it all.
But what am I missing on Max Scherzer? Like what?
So,
what
the article goes over how much his thumb was really killing him last year, and doctors couldn't give him a way out of it, and he got really close to walking away. He even told Bassett, which Bassett backs up, that like he said, if this bullpen session or I can't throw today, or if it hurts me as much as last time, I'm quitting. I'm going home. I'm done.
Almost quit to start last year.
Almost quit.
Yes.
Almost quit last year. It's mentioned multiple times.
100%.
And again, Bassett and all these guys were like, he was really struggling with it. And doctors couldn't give him anything to do with it. So the condo they rent in Toronto had a piano. And he started playing the piano. He wanted his kids to start learning piano. He took a few lessons as a kid, so he knew a little bit. So he was showing them what he knew. All of a sudden, his thumb started feeling a bit better. Because you put your hands in awkward spots and the stretches you do to reach keys, this and that. And he realized it started having an effect and it started feeling better from the way he was playing. So he started doing it more and more. He went on YouTube. I love this part. He went on YouTube and started teaching himself how to play. Now he can play like Dr. Dre and some other like classic like hip hop songs and what else? There was something else that made me laugh. Then they were in Colorado and they were at a hotel and the lobby of the hotel had a piano and he asked if they could unlock it so he can play. And they're like, nobody's played that piano in years. And then was the next series when they went to LA, he said that's when his thumb first felt the fully better. So he bought an instrument that mimics a piano because it's not just keyboards. It's the heaviness of the piano keys and that mimics a piano and he takes it on the road with him.
Oh, so it's not keyboard stuff. It's like you need a full...
Like the full piano feel.
Like the classic piano.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now he says he hasn't had an issue with it
He can't just wear one of those guitar pianos like in the 80s. He can't do that. This is like an actual classic, like Joseph Wall at the Gala piano.
And it's funny because all the teammates they talked to, they're like, no, it was really hurting him. And all of a sudden he said he was feeling better and he kept it going. And yeah, he'll spend time in his hotel room with the volume turned down, just playing it to stretch out his hand and his thumb. And they're like, and now he's actually pretty good. Again, he can play like Dr. Dre on the piano, which is insane. Hey man, whatever it takes. And again, I think it challenged him because he didn't know how to do it. It was a pretty interesting read. It was good. And hey man, you find things that, especially when doctors can't give you answers, I'm for it.
So if the thumb flares up this year, what other instrument does he try to play?
He's going to keep trying. Who cares?
I'm having a hard time with how many people are buying this story. Like I honestly, I think it's a weird story. It
is, but that's what happens sometimes when you start putting you get a impingement. Let's say that. How about that?
Because that's the word. Yes,
right?
A thumb impingement.
But if you start moving your thumb in different areas and stretching it and doing things, I get what he's saying. Like it's normal actions and stretches that you don't usually do. So maybe it helps. There was a pressure point, obviously, somewhere there that doctors couldn't help, and that helped. It's random stuff, but hey, you need it. I'm good with it. You hate this. I love how much you hate it. Could you play any instruments, by the way?
I can play a little drums.
Come on.
Yeah.
Can you actually?
With my hands, yeah.
Yeah.
And my feet, yeah.
Like buckets? Like
No.
you're the guy like outside the dome with the drums. That guy retired, didn't he?
I unfortunately, yeah, I think
he
so.
did.
Are you kidding? I should go Friday and just go. Let's go, Blue Jays. He was there forever. That guy was there forever.
Have you ever tried the spoons? Maybe you should try the spoons.
I spoon very well.
Yeah.
I spoon very well.
Anyway,
I just don't understand. Kira in the chat. Sid plays a mean triangle, from what I've been told. It's true.
Dark Angel in the chat. Azo, I got some really good property I'd like to sell you.
See,
for
this is what I'm
believing that
talking
story.
about. Like, here's what I'm trying to say about Scherzer. I love that he's back. I love the dramatics
Dude, for
that
me-
last postseason had. I love all that stuff. Like, we all know by now, Max just says a lot of stuff, and he's not like a normal guy, right? Like, he's kind of he's one of the greats for a reason. They think differently from us.
Agreed.
But like, I think we need to, with a slight grain of salt, kind of accept what Max Scherzer just says about everything. Because last year, he couldn't get on a private plane fast enough to get his thumb looked at. We thought he was done.
Yeah, he
Now
thought
you're
he was.
telling me?
Read the article.
Because
he thought he was.
he can
done.
play Still Dre on the piano, then all of a sudden everything's healthy? Come on, guys. Come on, man. Let's not just fall.
cares?
But like, it's a ridiculous thing to
it's
say.
not.
He
You
nearly
don't-
had his whole year go down the toilet last year
But
for
he
the
did,
thumb.
and he's back. And
Why?
he's throwing.
Because he went to a doctor.
But
He
the
didn't-
doctor couldn't give him an
He
answer.
didn't play
So he should have
hot
just
cross
given up.
buttons on the piano.
'Cause it-
Come on, man. Stop it. I learned to play
disagree.
I'm 41 and I learned to play the piano. How about the
if
saxophone?
it tricked his mind into thinking his thumb was fine, do it, man.
Try the
Athletes have weird things.
saxophone. Saxophone. But maybe that helps the hand. Come on, man.
Sometimes it's your mind more than your actual body.
Just don't have to agree. We just believe everything Max Scherzer says.
So then
all
what
the
turned it
time.
around if doctors couldn't give him an answer?
He hopped on a private plane. Went to,
But
I
the
think it was
doctors gave him
Virginia,
no
Carolina.
answers. The article clearly says that everything the doctors
They
suggested did not
gave him
work.
some answers because he finished the year. He pitched like he
After
started
he started
game
playing the
7.
piano.
He started game 7 of a
Oh my
World Series.
God.
This was before the
Oh
piano.
my God.
BP before the piano.
You're crazy.
Let's just believe everything he says, guys. We're like, wake up.
Max
It's
Scherzer can do
ridiculous.
no wrong. Mad Max.
We
He's
have-
Mad Max.
We have built up Scherzer like he's some Avenger walking in from the
He
back.
is.
Give me a break,
Oh
guys.
my God.
He's not the NWO.
Wait till he
Relax.
wins the Cy
He's
Young this
41
year.
year old. When if he has a thumb injury by the end of May, I'm doing an hour of apologies on this chat. An hour of apologies.
Everybody's coming at me for this, for believing
It's
it.
ridiculous.
Most people are on your side, and who cares if it hasn't pitching like he has in the in spring training? I'm good. Play the piano as much as you want.
Ryan Scott. Imagine if Scherzer, I think he meant Scherzer, started slapping the bass.
That's very good.
No, sorry, he means Austin Matthews.
Oh.
What if Matthews starts slapping the bass?
Matthews could maybe use.
Maybe.
Yeah, there you
Maybe,
go.
maybe.
Matthews should learn how to play an instrument. It's true.
Come on, man.
Oh my
MM
God.
Peter in the chat. Scherzer is Razor Ramon. In Mad Max, we trust.
But
There's
if
a
that's
lot-
what gets his mind into
I just
thinking
think
his
it's
fingers
such a
fun-
ridiculous thing for
No,
how
it's
people
not.
believe.
Stop it. Stop it.
I'm 41 and my thumb almost cost me last year.
Yes.
But I played an Adele song, and now
No,
I
it was
feel
Dr.
better.
Dre. I like it that it's Dr. Dre.
It could have
too.
been a lot of songs.
Yeah.
It could have been Chapel Roan.
He taught it to himself by going on YouTube. And maybe it was just his mind getting off of it. And just, dude, sometimes your mind can trick you into thinking some weird things.
Okay.
Anyway.
Fun.
So who'd you rather have, him or Alek Manoah pitching you
Well,
as your fifth starter?
Falafel Waffle in the chat. Fun fact: Max got the piano idea from Alek Manoah.
Did you see the picture going around yesterday?
Of Manoah?
Yeah,
No, I
Angel
didn't.
Stadium.
No.
Look at your screen.
Let me see this.
They're promoting Alek Manoah in the stadium. They've started
Oh
putting
my
up billboards
God.
at Angel Stadium.
You know what?
At the A. Like,
But
who
that
had to
was-
put that? I don't even think, has he made the team? I heard he wasn't running for the fifth starter, but
Well, I
I don't think he's going to make it.
I mean, most teams would say no to a guy with a spring ERA of 7, but maybe the Angels are that.
Did
type
you
of-
hear what he said after one of his last starts?
No.
They asked him about the recent struggles after the end. Here's his quote. Kind of got off to a good start, the first few anyway, and the last couple have kind of just been a grind.
Yeah, no kidding. Let me describe this to the listening audience here. It's one of those. It's one of those parts of the concourse where there's like a player and
The
there's
Jays
just a
started
picture of the
putting theirs
player.
up yesterday.
Like you see them in every ballpark. So there's an Alek Manoah one, in the stadium.
On a pillar.
Guaranteed, this was the Anthony Rondon slot for years.
Maybe.
And now Rondon, who stole money from that organization for years, he should have played the piano, Anthony Rondon. Now Manoah, Alec, I got to give Alec credit. The want of teams to want him to be good is unlike anything I've ever seen. People cannot get his all-star year out of their head.
He was an all-star. I was about to say this.
Everyone thinks, it's funny how the Angels think they can do anything. But teams believe they can turn Alec Manoah around because that's the impression he made, and I give him credit for it.
But every team believes they can figure out a pitcher or a way to put him back on track.
It's true.
And a team like the Angels, who need a lot of pitching, although they've got like 3 stud pitchers in their minor league system.
Well,
but anyway,
now's the time to bring them up.
Yeah, no kidding.
I think now's the time to bring them up.
But I thought that was hilarious. It was making the rounds a bit yesterday on socials. I found it hilarious.
So any other baseball stuff before we go in?
I got one more thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
From the Dominican Republic, a follow-up to WBC. Apparently, Presidente, one of the top beers in the Dominican.
Presidente?
Yeah.
Is that who the guys were crushing? No, they were in Puerto Rico, the Canadian guys crushing it at the WBC.
Yeah. But apparently, so this Presidente beer released a new can. Look at it. It's got the strike zone with the ball where the last strike was called on.
Oh, my God. This is one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life. I mean, to the listening audience, they have reenacted the final out of the Dominican-USA game with the pitch low.
Isn't that amazing? And apparently the logo on top of it stands for "Our pride never strikes out."
I would buy 30 cases of
That's amazing, isn't it?
I would buy 30 cases.
I loved this when I saw it.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
I got to give shout out to, who was it again? It was
That's amazing.
Sean Spalding, who did a lot of coverage on the WBC. He put this out there yesterday.
Wow.
That's pretty good, huh?
Well played. That's a great picture.
It is.
That's to anyone listening, you got to go on YouTube or X and see what Azul just threw out there. 1 hour, 21 minutes into the show. You got to see this can. Yeah. So good.
That's amazing.
So good. You and I are ready for baseball, eh?
Oh,
we are ready. So again, the Jays and Sacramento, Vegas, Oakland Athletics Friday at Rogers Center. Don't you dare miss it.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, are we cool with raising the ALCS banner?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, you sound thrilled.
Oh, whatever. I mean, they did win it. It was a great time, especially start opening day. Do it and move past. Let's just go.
Part of it bothers me.
Okay.
I believe raising banners.
They have to acknowledge it, though. Like, I get what you're saying, and I would have rather maybe just seen it up there. But, like, how do you not start the season reflecting on last year? Like, there is a video. Might as well show it.
I just think in 10 years, this is going to be a non-issue. Teams will not be doing this unless you win. You need to win the championship, in my mind, in 2026. With people's attention spans, you need to win to celebrate like that.
But that's why they do it, because they didn't win. To remind fans, right? Like
I don't think, but you don't have to remind anyone in this town. Like, by the way, we won the ALCS. Yes, everyone remembers.
But that's what I mean. To remind people about last year, you have to do it to start the year. So do it right away and then move on. Nothing else about
HVAC in the chat. They acknowledge wild cards. I know. I don't like that either.
Or winning divisions or...
how about this?
Celebrated worse stuff.
How about this? I know they're going to make time for this Friday.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to raise it, but it's going to be there. What I'm saying is just put it up. Just put it up. And let it sit, and it's part of your history. Yeah. To acknowledge it like that was the goal is incorrect to me.
But the video you're going to see, the video you're going to see before the game starts is going to be all about that run. So why not just acknowledge
all about the failed run? Yes.
Was it a failure because they won? Like, did anybody even see him winning the American League? It was still pretty good. Accomplishment.
In any other context, I would 100% agree with you. When you have a chance to win games,
agreed,
6 or 7 on home soil to win a championship, and you don't, there are large parts of this fan base who have an obvious unfinished business feel, and to suggest it is now a celebratory mood because you did win the ALCS, and that was kind of amazing. I think that's missing the mark.
But in the end, nobody's going to talk about them losing 6 and 7 at home. It's just going to be the Dodgers won, the Jays didn't, right? Like, nobody breaks it down fully unless you're a Toronto fan. In the end, like, if you're representing, you did come out of the American League to represent in the World Series. Like, this one, I'm okay with them acknowledging. I don't want them celebrating him, but I'm okay with them acknowledging.
As in the moment,
the Roman Reigns just saying acknowledge me, which is cool.
Acknowledge second place
in the league.
Is that what it is?
First in your American League. First in the American League.
You are acknowledging, if you are the Jays, you have made a conscious in a boardroom decision to acknowledge second place by pointing everyone to the banner. That's what they're going to do. Point to the banner.
So the AL pennant doesn't mean anything.
I didn't say that. What I'm saying is this fan base was within a breath.
Agreed.
An IKF
you can't argue that.
Right foot of winning everything.
Or a Hoffman.
I don't think you can just act like golly gee, it was good to be there. Because if I'm an organization, that's not what I want to put out there. And if I'm a fan base, that's not what I want to see.
No, it's true.
I want to see cutthroat stuff is what I want to see. And doing that kind of thing. Like when the Raptors won their division finally and put it up, I almost threw up.
Yeah, see that I don't agree with.
I'm not casting stones at just the Jays here. Like it's happened a lot in this town.
I've said we've celebrated worse things in the city. Okay. Like we have. So, but again, coming out of the American League is something. You did win something.
MST in the chat. I agree with Sid. Don't raise the banner. I thought I'd be more of an.
You got to raise it. You got to put it up there. Okay, but hold on. Can we go back to something else? Because you did this yesterday too. So if it came down to one thing in the World Series, you put it on IKF over Hoffman.
I do, and I'm not the only one because in that article that Rob Longley had yesterday in the Sun, it was really good. He also spoke to Dalton Varsho, who had the infield hit to Miguel Rojas.
Right.
And Varsho, I don't want to destroy Varsho here, but the quote's there. He said, "I did my job." He hit a hard ball that handcuffed Miggy Rojas in the infield.
Okay.
Other than getting a hit, that's all Varsho can
Mickey
do.
Rojas will not watch that play because he said there's no way he should have been out.
It's
crazy.
He's nervous at that.
He says he can't even watch it. I agree.
There is no way, considering the discourse. Listen, Jeff Hoffman giving up a home run was going to always happen.
Nah, but
always.
But then you should have went and got somebody else.
There was nothing surprising about it.
Because you shouldn't even have had to hit in the bottom. You had the lead going into
that
the ninth.
In the bottom of the ninth. Was wild.
I just wondered if you had to put one over the other, what really cost them it? Which one was it? Because at that point, the Dodgers have the momentum once they hit the home run off Hoffman.
MM Peter in the chat. ALCS banner is like the Intercontinental title.
Hey.
Meh. Don't say that to Tito Santana.
Dude, everybody who wins the main title has to win the IC title first.
So you're saying, hold on.
Randy Savage, Razor, guys have won the IC
title. The Jays are on the scene. And they were the Ultimate Warrior beating Honky Tonk Man in 10 seconds for the Intercontinental
You have
title.
to do that before you get your chance to fight for the main belt.
And the Jays run back in the back. It's not the big one.
No.
But it's a head start. So now
but then the next year, you can fight Hogan at WrestleMania because you already did the IC run.
And then the year after, have a quick negotiation with Vince and then get suspended.
And leave.
And
never show. Yeah. Yep. Anyway.
I like that analogy.
Yep.
All right. Every time we get on the Jays, we go 40 minutes.
I love it. Let's go. I'm so ready for the season.
I can't wait. A lot of sports fans in the city. It's time. It's time. You know why it's also time? Because, and I love the Raptors, but having to watch that last night, and it's not their fault.
I'll go you better.
It's not their fault.
All weekend.
But last night specifically in Utah.
But because of the Jazz.
It's because of the Jazz.
Yes.
But
the Suns game, they didn't even get up for, dude. To me, that hurt more for the Raptors.
Brandon Ingram was awful. But last night,
can I give you my Raptors weekend? Denver.
Go ahead.
Denver, they just got beat by a way better team, right?
Well, of course, they're better.
Denver's way better. Although I'm starting to get sick of Jokic. He's starting to really annoy me because on the offensive end.
Did you see his face against OKC earlier this year?
No.
He wanted to kill somebody.
Yeah. Well, he always wants the calls on the offensive end, but then he's super physical on the defensive end and doesnit's get called against them. It's really starting to annoy me. Anyways, and then the Suns game, they just showed up with nothing for some reason.
Yeah, nothing there.
Nothing
there.
And then last night they played a G League team. Of course, I'm glad they came out and they got to sit half their players too.
Well,
it's an awful.
They also played a G League team.
Yeah.
Markelle Fultz.
No, yeah.
The Raptors yesterday signed former first overall pick Mark. By the way, that's 4 first rounders to play in Raptors history.
I see that.
Can you name the other 3?
Oh, aren't they all?
They don't have to be drafted by the Raptors.
Right.
The Raptors now have 4 players.
Oh, right now
who've ever played for them. In history.
I saw this tweet.
Who have been first overall picks.
Yes.
Can you name the other 3 aside from Mark?
Scotty, of course.
No, he was 4th.
Oh, sorry. First overall.
Overall.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said first round.
First overall. I'll give you 4 seconds on this.
No, I can't.
Hakeem Olajuwon,
Oh, RJ Bargnani.
Bargnani,
of course.
and Anthony Bennett. Canadian Anthony Bennett was
I
a
forgot
Raptor.
about Bennett for a minute. Yeah.
Anthony Bennett.
Yeah.
Bargnani was one of the laziest people.
Yeah.
Like if it weren't for
Was he really a first pick
one
overall?
of the laziest players. in
Was he
Toronto history.
really? He was
Like
He was the primo pick, right?
Like he makes Nylander look like McKinnon.
Yeah.
Bargnani.
Primo.
Like Bargnani was a joke. But that was such a like the Raptors had 49 assists last night. That's an NBA high for any team this season.
And they had it with
against
8
Utah.
minutes left in the game.
And like 14 assists go to Jamal Shed. I think he played his most minutes since January 21st. I'm glad Jamal Shed had a good night, but there was no Brandon Ingram last night, no Emmanuel Quickly, no Pirtle. And the Jazz, they sat a bunch of guys. Like the Utah Jazz, as bad as they are, there are 3 teams with worse records.
That's insane.
For anyone who saw that game last night at all, like the Wizards have lost 16 in a row. The Pacers suck. The Kings suck. Adam Silver is ruining this league.
Yes.
Like that was my takeaway from this last night. I could barely watch it. And I would love to ask people individually, why are you here in this building right now?
Mm-hmm.
This team wants your money and does not want to earn it. And you are giving it to them over and over. The Leafs are just incompetent. These other teams have made a decision to not want anything in terms of success, to not want to put on any player worth piss. And I can't. It's one of the worst watches in sports right now is the NBA on the bottom end.
I had to Google
Like,
2
it's
players
so
to make sure
bad,
they were
man.
real. Like I Googled 2 players' names to see where they came from and who they were. It's insane. And like, again, we went over this, around All-Star when he handed out that fine and then haven't heard about it again. Meanwhile, they're still doing it, which was pretty evident last night.
It was like I keep like a theme throughout today's show is Bruins Leafs will be tough tonight. Guys, not even close to that last night. That is not sports. That is not sports. That's worse than steroids, the scandal. That's worse than betting. That is worse than anything what's going on right now in the NBA. Worse than anything, the tanking epidemic. And Adam Silver should be fired for it.
Yep.
Adam Silver should be taken to the woodshed by ownership for that. That's unbelievable.
But why did they get fined that one time and then no fine since
Because
then?
it was in the news and it was
Right.
on ESPN.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
And he just wanted to get everyone off their back. And guess what? They're off his back now.
I know,
Now they're talking about the NFL and Kelsey and March Madness and all this other stuff.
But isn't it ridiculous that they're off his back just because of one fine? That was a drop in the bucket for that team, for that organization. It's crazy to me that it doesn't continue to be a story. Like this needs to be
that's
talked
how
about.
Adam Silver operates. Adam Silver is the weakest commissioner in sports. Bettman is a rock compared to Adam Silver.
True.
Adam Silver goes by the wind and he has no clue what he's doing. None. This product is trash. It is absolute trash what's going on in the NBA. And they're going to add 2 teams to it?
I know. That's the crazy.
They're going to add Seattle and Vegas to that?
Crazy.
Let me tell you something. I love basketball.
Of course.
I am 12 months away from taking a hard break on this if this doesn't improve.
I don't blame you.
What's going on bottom end, never mind bottom end, Milwaukee's been playing footsie with this with Giannis the whole year. There are 10 teams in this league at some level who do not want to provide competitive teams for their season ticket holders. At some level. I could not believe that last night.
But again, for these teams, even for a team like the Raptors, how do they get to that next step? And you're going to keep adding teams where it's hard for a team to get good again once you bottom out like that, though.
It's so weird, man. Like I don't know where you come back.
There's no hope for it, really.
No, there isn't. There isn't. Okay, so the Raptors, they win. The Raptors are now
They
5th.
better have won.
They're still 5th in the East. They only won 143, 127.
It should have been more.
Like, come on. RJ looks great. That's
RJ,
the only
dude,
real positive. RJ
seriously.
looks really good. Raptors 5th in the East. They take on Cleveland, I believe, if it all starts today. And I don't like their chances in that series. But that's why they play the game.
They're going to be up against it any series they have.
So yesterday we ran audio of Connor McDavid destroying his head coach, saying how well coached Tampa is and all this other stuff. Yesterday, 97, attempted to walk that back after he left Oilers practice 10 minutes in. He says he was fine. Oilers are in Utah tonight. They're 4 points clear of a playoff spot. They're still not there. I still have faith the Oilers are getting in. God help Canadian hockey television if the Oilers don't get into the playoffs. God help them.
Maybe if the Habs get in, then no.
The Habs might lose in the first round. But McDavid yesterday tried to walk back all of those comments. But the funny part to me in this is by the end of it, he goes, I don't understand how people took it that way, but I understand how you could take it that way. He got caught He got caught with his hand in the coach criticism cookie jar here, and he couldn't get it out. This is Connor McDavid yesterday trying to right a wrong.
No, we're not taking shots. It's just everybody can be better, myself included. Everybody can be better. It's not. It was more just complimentary of a great team in this league that came in and played a good game. Nothing more than that.
Are you a little surprised yourself at the backlash? You just compliment a coach and suddenly it becomes a backhanded indictment on your own coaching staff?
Yeah, not sure how it was taken that way. It wasn't supposed to be that way. But I understand. Obviously, it's understand how people could look at it that way, but it's not what I was intending to do at all.
Hey, guy in the Edmonton media kissing ass. Stop kissing ass.
Yeah. He's gone to Tampa. That's what that meant to me.
Isn't it strange how you just say something and then it blows up and it's weird, right?
The number one superstar in the
Isn't
league.
it weird how it's, it's just, people just take it out of context when you said they're well coached and it just blew up, right? It's weird. Yeah, all of a sudden the Edmonton media is like good friends with Connor McDavid. Sure. Come on, buddy. I think the honest moment was Saturday postgame, and he had to clean it up. Am I missing anything else here, Azzo, or not?
100% you're right.
He was very critical of Knobber.
100%.
Knobber got destroyed postgame on Saturday.
That woke a few people up for sure.
As it should.
There's a conversation.
If you're Connor, what are they going to do? Trade Connor McDavid? He should not have to walk anything back yesterday.
I agree.
Scoring titles, MVPs? No. Evan Bouchard should have to speak more. Some of these other guys have to speak more. 97 was bang on Saturday. He was accurate about the whole thing. If anything, Stan Bowen and Draisaitl have had his back on this the whole year. The coaching staff has no plan. Do not apologize if you're Connor McDavid. That's nuts. They are 11 games away or whatever it is from the postseason. They look lost. And you can't burn any more postseasons with 97 on the team. You don't have many left.
Nope.
He's trying to help you. Listen, a long time ago in the early 2000s, the New Jersey Devils, I believe they had Robbie Fatorik as their head coach.
Jeez, good pull.
11 games left in the year, 10 games left in the year, fired Larry Robinson, one of the greatest defensemen of all time. He's now the head coach. They won the cup. They beat Dallas in the cup final. They won the cup. Some of the worst hockey ever played because it was like the trap era.
Mm-hmm.
But there is some precedence here. It doesn't happen a lot. It's scary. Teams don't want to do it. I understand. The Oilers can't just have McDavid and Draisaitl in this headspace. Draisaitl, who knows when he's coming back. But McDavid specifically, you're having to apologize? We're at that point now in Edmonton's season? He's apologizing? Get out of here. Connor McDavid doesn't have to apologize for nothing. Mm-hmm. Nothing. Get him a team and some defensemen who know what they're doing, and then maybe you can all move forward as a group and not have to completely put the operation on his back again. Yeah, he has to apologize to the organization that gives him Tristan Jarry. He has to apologize to that organization. Connor McDavid doesn't owe anything to anyone in that market.
Nope.
He needs help, and he knows it. The same type of help Colorado got once upon a time. Florida got once upon a time. It happens. Tampa got. Give him some help. They're throwing him out there and making him apologize. Connor, isn't it weird how everything you said blow up? Stand by it. You meant it then. Stand by it now.
And everybody who watches can see you're right.
Yes.
You're not
No one's
wrong.
fighting
Dude.
you.
You're not wrong at all. Didn't the Denver Nuggets, remember when they made, that was just a few years ago, when they made a late season
last
coach
year.
change? Was it
Michael
last
Malone.
year? Yeah. They
Michael
went on a
Malone.
bit of a run
Yeah.
after that, right?
Yeah, they did. But it's that's when like the whole dressing room's in unison though.
Yeah.
Like you can't do that.
Draisaitl's been doing that for weeks, and now all of a sudden he's not there, and Connor decides to say something. You can't tell me that's a fluke,
No, it's true.
right?
It's true.
Like, man,
Did you watch any of that Sens Rangers game last night on
I
Prime?
did.
By the way, love Ed Enberg.
Oh,
I'm
great.
a big Ed Nen guy.
Of course.
They're doing Andy Petrillo, the whole team. They're doing a hell of a job on that
I want
podcast.
his energy, man.
They're doing a hell of a job on Amazon.
They are.
Great.
Some
Great
couple of really great hosts.
the Rangers threw 2 periods at 4 shots on goal on Ottawa. Did you see that?
I did.
There were more commercial breaks than shots by the Rangers through 2 periods.
Oh, daddy. Jeez.
Like that's how that played out.
Yeah. Losing Shabbat, that's huge. Another defense.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the Sens win, and the Sens right now, they're 2 points back of the second wild card. They're in Detroit tonight. They're only a point back of Detroit. It is a massive hockey game for them. But Thomas Shabbat leaves the game last night, another defenseman. Lassie Thompson, another defenseman. So they're going to lean on Jordan Spence here and Tyler Clevin. Spence played 26 minutes last night, and Clevin played 24. Like that's a 25-year-old and a 24-year-old. They're playing okay. Like I got to give them credit, but I don't know what the Sens are going to do here tonight. But let me give you this: there's been a lot of Linus Ullmark discussion this year.
I was going to say
I want a huge performance from him tonight,
need it.
And I don't want to hear it. I don't want to.
You don't want it. They need
this organization has supported him in every turn, as they should. He is top 10 in paid goaltenders in the National Hockey League. That team's going to be tired tonight, contrary to how little shots the Rangers had. It's the second of back-to-back. You have no blue line. Linus Ullmark, I don't want to hear it tonight. I need a big, big performance. No excuses. Ullmark didn't play last night. They threw Reimer in. And it got a little hairy late. Despite the shot total, Rangers weren't completely out of it. Ullmark, big, big performance tonight. Demand it. The Senators need to demand it this evening.
The shots in that game is ridiculous. I'm just looking at it. 13-3 in the first, which isn't that much on either side. 13-2 in the second period, and then 7-5 in the third period. Total shots in the third
close
period.
third period.
Oh my god!
Did I also see Artem Zub like hammer JT Miller in the nads and no one do anything about it on the Rangers side?
No.
That was comical to me.
Of course,
that's their Brandon Carlo. Just looking at it going, that's nuts. That's too bad.
Speaking of hits and suspensions, did you want to get into what we missed yesterday?
Yeah, we had a few people ask about the Greer suspension on Connor Zary. So let's get into that here. He got 3 games, AJ Greer, Florida, for a bad hit from behind.
Very bad.
On Connor Zary.
Dirty. You call it dirty? Dirty.
It was dirty.
Yeah.
But like there was still some slide. See, here's the thing that I think people are missing. There was some sliding that was still like he was near the boards, but like it could have been way worse. He still hit him. You don't want to see a guy do that.
No, of course.
But like he wasn't right up against the boards. I guess is my only defense of AJ Greer.
I guess. But he pushed him down into it.
By the way, he did. Did you watch the video of the AJ Greer suspension from the National Hockey League?
No.
So what we were told about Gudas for days was he has no prior history because it wasn't within the last 18 months. The last AJ Greer suspension was 2023, but they listed his history in the reasoning for it. They don't know what they're doing.
What is going on?
Ignore the history for Gudas. They literally put his history on the board. There's a board at the end of the video for AJ Greer. Go take a look. Department of Players.
Did they even do a video for Gudas?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't remember.
We need to see it.
No. But again, to speak to your point, like, how do you do one for one and not the other? Because they used to put one out for everyone.
I'm sure. I think they did.
They must have, right? They must have. But why didn't we see it?
Well, I mean, we could have seen it.
Yeah. Okay.
No outlet ran it. Like no one runs it. But like
I thought I went on their site days after and I didn't see it.
But anyway. Like I'm just saying they argue vigorously to not pay attention to Gudas' history, but they literally listed his history for AJ Greer at the end of that video on a board. They go, he has a prior history. What?
Oh yeah.
What are you talking about? I thought 18 months and the record was clean. Record was clean. They have no idea what to do.
No.
But here's my overriding point though is this. I hope Connor Zary's okay. But it is what it is. I hope Austin Matthews is okay. But it is what it is. Here's what I want to see.
I'll let you.
Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know if other people will let me.
Okay.
This summer, instead of showing me nothing but videos of National Hockey Leaguers without their shirts on at weddings, having a good time, you guys better meet this summer if you really care about this and figure this out with Marty Walsh and the PA. Because the players don't give a damn about this. The PA cares more about game checks than cross checks. That has always been the case. So unless I see actual movement this summer inside the NHL Players Association, because it has to be bargained. I don't care what happens to any of these guys. Why should I care?
Exactly.
Why should you care?
Exactly.
These guys are out there on jet skis in the summer, up in Muskoka.
No, but if the league
and then once in a while everyone gets mad about a hit, then change it. Change the process. Change the penalties. Change who's deciding. Make an effort. Don't just check out and punch out at the end of the year and go home or go to Coco Bongos. Actually get together and have a serious meeting.
No, it's true.
There's no Olympic hockey coming up in 2027. You got some time. Figure it out. Hey, how about this? How about this? Zoom. Have a Zoom meeting. Don't have to be there. You can talk to each other face to face. The National Hockey League Players Association has been a joke on this as much as the league, and they need to wake up. I am no longer crying over this spilt milk. I hope everyone is well and healthy. I don't give a damn what happens on the ice to another player until the PA starts to care. Because they haven't cared my entire life. They have not. They've been protecting their own my entire life. Game checks over cross checks. Make a shirt out of it. Make a shirt out of it. But I gotta care about Connor Zary. Seems like a good kid. I gotta care about Austin Matthews. Seems like a good captain. Seems like a good kid.
He's a superstar.
I gotta care about all these guys. The players don't lift a finger to help each other.
The league's telling you
lift a finger to help each other.
Sure. The league's telling you they don't care. So why, like, if the players don't stand up for themselves, what's going to change? Because to me, it's just getting annoying that there are dirty hits that aren't just headshots.
For sure.
Right? Like these
100%.
hits, just because they're not a headshot,
100%.
you're not going hard on them. Like that's my only problem. You can call a dirty hit. And both of them seem kind of dirty to me.
Oh, they're dirty.
Where you're trying to cause injury.
Part of me thinks Matthews is worse.
Yeah.
Because at least Zary had the opportunity to brace at the last second into the boards. It was still nasty.
Right.
Matthews was out of the blue.
Well, because
that idiot came after him out of the blue. He had no chance to.
He was
brace
beat and tried to get him back.
Now again, Connor Zary he's not going to. He doesn't know he's going to get pushed either. I understand that, but one guy had a chance to brace a bit more than the other, and we can see who. Sean in the Yukon writes in the chat: the stars in other sports get involved with their union. NHL stars need to do the same. If they want to start one day, I welcome it. But I'm done. Part of me is done getting this angry over suspensions.
Yeah.
I've learned a lesson here.
It's fair.
But that's the indifference you got from the league, and I now understand it. The league's like, we can talk about this all day, guys. They're not talking to us about it. We're busy. We have to do other things. If they would like to talk to us about it, let's talk about it. The Players Association don't care. And they act like they care. They don't care. Guys, can we do a meeting in July? Yeah, I'm going to be in Italy, and sorry, I'm proposing to my girlfriend in Paris, and I can't. My buddies, and then in Michigan, I got a wedding, and we're going to be shirtless.
Open the cottage up in Muskoka.
Just be serious about this, and I'll be serious about it.
Again,
is where I'm at. Is that an unfair take?
No, not at all.
I've had enough of that.
Not at all.
I've had enough of that.
Because again, it's Austin's agent who puts out the thing. What did the PA say? Not much.
Yusuf in the chat: Department of Player on Safety is a joke. The PA at times is a joke too. PA is a joke. They'll fight harder to get into the Olympics and go to a stadium that isn't prepared yet than to protect their own people. Fact.
Sure. Can't argue that.
Incredible. I hope everyone's fine. I don't wish ill will on anyone.
Of course.
I don't care. Figure it out for yourself. Then I'll care. The Leafs don't care if Matthews goes down, period. Supposed to lose sleep? Go fix it with the league and then come back and talk to us. Like an actual union. You want a union? This is what unions do. Do some work. Get in some work. I don't know why I'm so upset at this. Any last thoughts on that, Ezra?
No, I think you nailed it.
All right, speaking of work, guys, I got to tell you, it's fast approaching.
How many days?
And I forgot the game's also on Tele-Latino, by the way.
Ooh.
I forgot. Tele-Latino. I grew up on Tele-Latino.
You sure did. Late nights.
If you are a Canadian soccer fan, if you're an Italian soccer fan, Thursday, 3:45 p.m. Eastern, whoa boy, it's happening. Italy have not been in a World Cup since 2014, since the Brazil World Cup of 2014. They missed 2018 in Russia. They missed 2022 in Qatar. They are on the verge of potentially missing another one. However, Italy can turn this around starting this Thursday against Northern Ireland. They have a mini 4-team playoff to get one of those spots for the 2026 World Cup. Ergo, a spot in Canada's group at the World Cup and a spot in the opening Canada game at BMO on June the 12th. Here's what Italy has to do. They have to beat Northern Ireland Thursday, 3:45 p.m. Eastern, games on Telelatino and DAZN. I forgot about Telelatino. If they win that game, a week from today, they get the winner of Wales and Bosnia-Herzegovina. Italy have to win 2 straight games. If they don't, it's going to be a bit of an issue. There's already a bit of an issue injury-wise. Federico Chiesa is a kid who was pretty big the last time Italy won a tournament in 2021, the Euros. Scored 2 big goals. Like, his stats didn't jump off the page, but he was clearly one of their best players. Lorenzo Insigne had a good tournament as well, actually, ironically enough, for Italy. But Federico Chiesa, who's currently with Liverpool, is doing the thing he has done since that tournament. The kid cannot stay healthy. He cannot stay on the field. So one of the rare offensive jolts to the starting 11 or as a sub that Italy could provide is out for the games Thursday and potentially next Tuesday. So there is no Federico Chiesa of Liverpool in Gennaro Gattuso's team. Now, Gennaro Gattuso is the manager of Italy, and they've decided to play the game Thursday against Northern Ireland in Bergamo, which is where Atalanta play. It's not the biggest stadium in Italy, but it's nice. It's got a good atmosphere. And people are wondering why you wouldn't play this game at the San Siro in Milan, who just hosted the opening ceremony of the Olympics, and it's a cathedral of soccer. Gattuso said the following. And keep in mind, Gattuso played a lot at the San Siro as a member of AC Milan. He said, quote, "Look, I chose the stadium and the federation supported me. At San Siro, there are Inter and AC Milan fans. If you make one bad pass, they boo you. In Bergamo, it's different. They welcome me with open arms on my debut. I wanted a stadium shaped like a cauldron. Let's hope we haven't made a mistake." So, to give you an idea of the thought process that's happening here for Italian soccer ahead of the game against Northern Ireland on Thursday. Again, if Italy get through, it's Canada-Italy, June 12th. I know a lot of you already know this. It's worth repeating. This is as much for Canadian soccer fans as Italian supporters. So this is big. And a while ago on this show, I spoke about the Italian national team. And I mentioned, because of the lack of World Cup success, that they were the Leafs of European soccer, the Toronto Maple Leafs of European soccer. Some people didn't like that. I took some heat. One of the common critiques was, well, they've won a World Cup since 1967. Italy's actually won 2 World Cups since 1967. They won in 82 in Spain, in 2006, and one of the great World Cups ever in Germany. And so I hear you. But some people took it to a different level. And the video we're about to play for you, I had 5 people send to me. I don't know exactly who this is, but you can tell by his handle kind of what this clip might be about. This is a clip from the account entitled "The Douchebag Guido." The douchebag Guido did not appreciate me calling the Italian national soccer team in this very crucial moment in Italian soccer history. He did not appreciate me saying that the Leafs are basically Italy right now in Europe. And he was a little upset. So I don't do this often because I don't need to show you people who disagree with me. There's enough people who disagree with me. It doesn't make me feel any better or worse. But in terms of giving it oxygen, I'm not a fan. This one made me laugh because I had a lot of questions when it was done. So this is the anger with which the douchebag Guido on social media had about my take on Italy. National soccer team of the Toronto Maple Leafs of Europe. Big reputations, no results.
There we go, bro. Not for nothing, dude. I used to like you, bro. Now your new name is Sid Seixeiro Show, bro. Where are you going comparing the Azzurri to the Toronto Maple Leafs, bro? Get the Leafs haven't won a Stanley Cup in 67 years, bro. We won a World Cup in 2006 and the Euro in 2021. Dude, do me a favor. The snow's about to melt, but go outside and play in it and stop being a mort. Sid Seixeiro Show. Forza Azzurri and Fangulo a tutti, bro. If you don't know, ask around, bro.
I have a lot of questions. One of the first I had was, what does shakwapale mean? If anyone in the chat knows what shakwapale means.
I think it means you do some washing somewhere, rinse something.
Okay,
off.
because I asked someone on a chat and they or someone in text who sent that to me, and they said just like it's like Italian for go kick rocks or something. So then I said to my wife, "Hey, squashapale."
You did not say to your Italian wife.
And she goes, "You don't know what that means." And I go, "What does that mean?" She goes, "It's basically go wash your balls." So I'm like, "Oh." So I shouldn't be saying go squash a poly to just people walking around
leave that
Toronto.
alone, maybe.
I shouldn't say that. For the record, always clean. Always clean. But that is like a sample of the temperature in and around Italian soccer fans who were born in Canada. I'm being serious. Like that's kind of where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a nervousness, and there's some people are more realistic than others, and
Jay Carlo just hit us up. My nonno's freaking out.
I know.
Everybody's freaking out.
Everyone's freaking out that Italy's not going to see. There's two freakouts. If Italy don't qualify for this World Cup, freak out. If they qualify, another freak
out.
Because then, like, what's BMO going to look like on June the 12th? I don't know. So I think there's two. I think there's two things that make people nervous about me when I talk about this, specifically Italian soccer supporters who were born in Canada and have never seen a live game in Italy.
But why you compared them to the Leafs still kind of makes sense to me, because the expectations and where they've fallen the last two World Cups.
Well, I think the first thing, let's go there, because the first thing is my general. I know Italy won the European Championship in 2021. It was like the pandemic European Championship, and it was a good tournament. Like the kid they're missing, Chiesa, he scored a couple goals in that tournament. He had a huge one against Spain in the semi. Like they're going to miss him. But I'm talking like from a World Cup standpoint, this opportunity for Italy.
Right.
Because the Leafs, let me go back to 2021 in the pandemic in the Northern Division. Leafs had a bit of an opportunity. It was all there for them. Go have it. Go have it. A Stanley Cup spot is sitting there waiting for you potentially. And they blow a 3-1 lead against Montreal in the first round. And don't trade anyone. Thanks, Brendan. Thanks, Brendan. But that's what I mean by Italy are the Leafs of Europe right now. They will be if they don't win the next two. Guys, the draw they got for this playoff is cupcake stuff, okay? With all due respect to Wales and Bosnia and Northern Ireland, this should not be close. Canada beat Wales the other day, okay? This should not be close. You got a huge draw. The Leafs, historically, when they get good draws, diarrhea all over themselves. Don't do that here. You were given a gift by UEFA and FIFA. A gift. I think the other thing that makes people nervous when I talk soccer is, like, I have forgotten more about Italian soccer than some of these fans will ever know. 100%. You can't mess with me on it. You cannot mess with me on it. So I'm not speaking from a completely uneducated spot here, as much as you'd like to think. As much as you would like to think. So I am not, people get nervous when they hear me talk about soccer because I'm not coming from a place where I didn't watch games and watch players play. I think Italy have a lot of offensive issues, and they need to sort this out very quickly on Thursday. Because the longer that goes, it's going to be one of those nervous energy games. But again, Italy's favored in both. I don't care who comes out of the other semifinal. Italy will be favored in both of these games. Don't blow this. Italian soccer fans, do not blow this. Do not miss a third straight World Cup with this draw. Sorry. If Wales open up against Canada June 12th, I will be laughing for a month straight. Do not blow this opportunity. I understand why you're nervous. I get it. But I'm not coming at it from a place of complete ignorance. And I know that bothers you. But for the Italian soccer fans born in Canada who've never watched a game in Europe, who just kind of don't watch any games now, I'll take your opinion on that. Good luck. This tournament's always better with Italy in it. No one can argue that. They're a 4-time winner. They're a blue blood, literally, in Azzurri. Blue. They're a blue blood soccer nation.
Oh, that you know.
That I know.
No, I mean, you can translate that part.
Yeah, but also, if Italy don't qualify, I'm not going to yell in the mic, go squash a pile. I'm not going to say that.
Could be worse, in the chat says. Probably not a compliment.
I didn't think it was a compliment.
Here, and you heard this a lot, right? After we put that out, England is the Leafs of the World Cup.
Mathematically speaking, yes.
But that's just looking at championships. Like, you were talking about more than that.
I'm talking about you got an opportunity here.
Yes.
Don't blow it.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
What happened to the Leafs after they finally got out of the first round?
Yes.
Shat on themselves.
No 3-putting in the chat. How many World Cups does Cristiano Ronaldo have? Soon it's going to be one.
How much of a part is he going to play?
One.
Is he going to play a big part in it or what?
Well, that's a whole nother discussion.
Yeah, exactly.
Portugal are bringing the strongest team they've ever had to a World Cup. No exaggeration.
Yep.
Does Ronaldo want to take all the shots? We'll see.
That's the question.
There's Champions League
it's
winners
legit.
all over the field for Portugal. Does Ronaldo want every shot? We'll see. Kind of important. Portugal have kind of sabotaged themselves a lot down through the years too. Believe me, I would know. Jay Caro. Well, let's end with this. Jay Caro in the chat. Sid, you're still welcome in Woodbridge for a spro anytime.
There you go.
Thanks, Jay Caro.
Jay Caro's a nice dude.
Good fine.
Oh my goodness.
Good fine.
All our swears so far on this show have been Italian. First Jesse Marsh, now this guy, now you.
I'm not swearing.
I know. Well, I mean, you're repeating what's said.
Is Kafai swearing?
I don't
think so.
Okay.
Are any final soccer thoughts as of
No, I'm just excited about it getting closer and closer, man.
I wanted to get all that in now because I don't know what tomorrow's going to be like news-wise. Thursday is going to be nuts.
It's going to be a fun summer. Let's just say summer, man. With the Jays, like you said, we like talking baseball so much. World Cup, like we'll be here every day.
It's going to be fun.
Well, weekdays. I'm corporate still.
Well, I mean, we'll see what the World.
I'm corporate.
We'll see what the World Cup schedule looks like. There.
We'll see.
Corporate aso. All right. Our apologies. We wanted to get to Anthony Santander.
Yeah,
but
we was asking Chase. We'll do it tomorrow. Chase was asking, "Where's the Tony Taters update?" Come on.
We'll do it tomorrow.
Sorry, bud.
Sorry. You can call me a squashapolly. we didn't do Anthony Santander today. I'm sorry. On behalf of Jeff Assaparty and everyone here at Sick Media, my name is Sid. You've been watching and listening to the Sid Seixeiro Show, powered by Sick Media. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Take care. We'll talk soon.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sid Seixeiro Show on YouTube, X, Instagram, Facebook, and wherever you get your podcasts.